Good evening, my explorers. I would just like to welcome all of you as we file in tonight. Welcome you to another Explorations with Leslie Tanner. As we focus in tonight, I'd like us to set our intentions. Yeah, we're going to get to some work, of course. We're going to get into the deepest depths of the human psyche to unlock the true hidden potential that lies in wait in each and every single viewer tonight. However, I also want you to save some room for fun because we're going to have plenty of that tonight. Special guest Windbag will be joining us, and it couldn't be more excited to host someone with the talent, a multi-talented, ever-charming Windbag. So, guys, buckle up. We're going to have some fun tonight as well as get down to work. Namaste to each and every single one of you. I'll be with you very shortly.
Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
Good evening, my explorers. It is fantastic to be with you once again. Absolutely wonderful to be with you. My name is Leslie, and this is Explorations with Leslie Tanner as we get started, get our engines revved up, and set the focus of our mind's eye, our third eye, open, willing, unblinking, ready for the horrors of the universe tonight as we explore no experts, no answers, with special guest, Windbag. That and much more tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Good evening, all of you. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Whoa, the tan fit is here to stay. It is. It is. Namaste to you. Namaste to you, my explorers. It's fantastic to be with you. It's been too long. It's been too long since I've been able to be with you and present with you. Namaste. Video is 2 seconds behind the audio. Let's go ahead and fix that. It jumps around and I don't even know why. Tell me if this fixes it. Is this fixing it? Because sometimes it's completely synced on my end. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Perfect, wonderful, fantastic, good, ecstatic, excelsior, wonderful, stupendous, terrific. Namaste, light of my life. I am cherishing being with you right now. Namaste and welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the true power that courses through our veins as we speak with one another right now. Namaste to you. I feel a warmth in the chat already. I feel a hot chat. I feel a hot chat. I feel a hot heat coming from chat already, and I know it's going to be a good night. I know those engines are revving up. If we were at a car show and each and every single one of us brought our cruising vehicle, namaste. Thank you, Old Man Doom, for that sub. Thank you, Negligenticide. Namaste to you. Thank you so much for that sub, for that prime. 7th month in a row from Negligenticide. Who would have thought? Who would have thought the leaps and bounds that you have been able to accomplish here in the program were there waiting for you, just waiting for you to find the program, put it into your life, and watch the good stuff come in. Namaste. Also, Stone Monster, I see you. I see you. Namaste to you as well. Bless you and namaste to you for that resubscription. 13th month in a row. I'm also and Liquid Dragon hitting us with that subscription. Namaste. Tonight's a good night. Tonight's a night that I feel the energy. I feel a lot of energy coming from us, and I feel a lot of potential. I feel a lot of potential blossoming this evening. I can see the excitement in your eyes. Namaste. Caller, you're gonna have to wait. I'm on a roll right now. Actually, it's gonna be interesting to see if they have the stamina to say that out, because I think Windbag might be joining us before I can even take calls. Isn't that funny? Namaste. Well, it's wonderful to be with you. I see a lot of mouths open, a lot of hearts ready, a lot of limbering. I see a lot of people that are eager, excited, full of energy to get started here tonight as we dive into our theme and put the program into place in their life. So a lot of people ask me, Leslie, what's this program about? Can you give it to me straight? Can you give me an idea of what I'm getting into if I come to one of your meetings on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central Time? Namaste. Thank you so much for the bits coming from Phil Z. Communal Vision. Can't wait to read this. I wonder if Windbag's camera is erect, not like your limp ass camera. So what that is so funny. So what Phil is referring to, and that's just a little cheesesteak. That's a little cheesesteak from a Joker. So namaste to you, Phil Z. Bless you and namaste. Thank you for that perspective. For those of you who don't know what he's talking about, what Phil Z is referring to right now is that my camera fell off the tripod, went kaput, and it broke the bottom of it, and I had to repair it with Gorilla Glue because I had to be here as quickly as possible. I didn't have time to go out and get a new camera. I didn't have time to go out and would you believe that one of my mods suggested to me that I fasten a sex swing on my ceiling and put the camera in the sex swing. Have you heard of a dumber fucking thing to say out loud than that? I have not. And that was like the 4th bad idea from this moderator. Bless his little retarded heart, but this Lord knows he's not strong up here. He's actually very physically strong. You don't want to fight him. You don't want to be in a position where he could easily overpower you. Certainly. Namaste. Namaste. Now, a lot of people ask me, what is this program about? What do we do here? Can you give me the short little TLDR because first of all, they wouldn't be asking for a TLDR if they knew what was capable. What they were capable of, or what this program is capable of. Once it just licks your heart, once that tiny little cat tongue comes out and licks the inside of your heart, and it explodes into euphoria of potential and a horrific feeling to truly become. There are few things as painful as becoming. Namaste. Those of you who are in the chat who've been here for a minute know exactly what I'm talking about. There are few things in this life. There are few things in this life that are as painful, excruciating, and bone-chillingly terrifying as the act of becoming. Becoming whatever it is that you are. And I mean, even if you're let's say you're a cool guy, right? Let's say you're out there, you're a handsome, cool guy, and becoming you has been really fun, right? Phil Z says, heart, ventricle, lingus, sign me up. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Like a cunnilingus instead of cunny, vaginal lingus with the tongue, ling. And then, but now we're talking about getting that flippy floppy little ventricle in the heart and licking that up like a clitoris. Namaste. Stone Monster says, the first thing that happened to me when I joined the program, my hair grew thicker, stronger, and longer. Now, Stone Monster, I really appreciate you sharing that, because that's exactly why we come here every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time. That's why we congregate. That's why we work. That's why we put the program to work, is because it gets results. The program works. If it didn't work, then why are there so many fucking people here? Pardon my French. I just get so excited, so filled with nothing that the program offers. Jessica Bear says the program works. It just does. Jessica Bear is a moderator, under no obligation to repeat the refrain, under no obligation to generously share her bits with the program. But she's that passionate. Jessica Bear is that passionate about the results here that we can get. That we can get if you simply lay your heart down for a moment and see what this program can give you. Just see what it can give you. See what it can unlock inside of you. I won't say that you'll be surprised, because you know this other powerful you out there. You've known it's been coursing through your veins since the moment you pulled the titty out of your mouth for the very last time. And that wind felt a little chillier, the knives felt a little sharper, and you knew that you were separate. You knew that you were going to die. You knew that your mom, who you thought you were one with, could smother you with that same breast. She could take that breast that's squirting milk into the back of your throat and take that fat titty, that fat ass breast, and smash it over your mouth. And smash it over your little mouth and nose. And you go, because your arms are so little, so you're like that, something like that, something very pathetic. There's no more vulnerable thing on this earth than a baby, let alone a baby being smothered by that which is meant to give it life, by the universe, by nature. Namaste. So that is what I'm talking about. That is the origin point. That is where our power comes from. Namaste. Communal Vision from Stone Monster. After joining the program, I noticed I was getting better gas mileage in my truck. So we've got Stone Monster driving around. Thicker hair, longer hair, stronger hair, and getting better miles to the gallon in a pickup truck. Now, pickup trucks famously get very poor gas mileage. So the thing that the program not only reaches past the mind, past the heart, past the body, but into inanimate mechanical objects in your life. I won't say that I'm surprised. Like I said before, I will not say that I'm surprised. You can call me a lot of things. You can call me strong. You can say that I have, and we have a Communal Vision from Wandering Robot Studio. After joining the program, I can't stop orgasming. So Wandering Robot Studio, in this, is amazing that you've even been able to type. Who, Lord knows how long that took you to type, if you're literally coming all the time. Now, Wandering Robot Studio, I can talk to you about that all night. I can talk to you about that all day and night. Namaste. Larry Pickle Jar with the 20 subs. Wowie, goddamn wow. Larry Picklejar just saying, hey, come in. Yeah, I got a little present for everybody. It's my fat fucking cock that I'm going to slap on the table. Power move. Respect it. I am big dog. Namaste. Thank you so much, Larry Picklejar. Very generous of you. Phil Z saying, I lost all my fucking hair, but I had super sexy dreams hanging out with David Hasselhoff. So Phil Z, a father of several, a longtime husband, discovering that he is gay, and that's far from surprising to me. Like I said before, far from surprising to me to hear Phil Z finally admit that he is attracted to that kind of old-timey, taut, low BMI, but not overly sculpted sort of physique with like a good amount of hair and like and the charisma to boot. So Phil Z, nobody blames you. Nobody blames you at all. But congratulations on coming out of the closet. Really appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now, as I was saying before, if you're getting a gifted sub, if you're getting a gifted sub from Larry Picklejar right now, I really want you to take advantage of this situation that you're in. This isn't just a subscription that every other Tom, Dick, and Harry, every little Jill, Jane, and Caitlin gets in every other goddamn stream. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you open up your notifications, you're like, oh, Pegasus 9000 gifted a sub to some channel that I was at for 30 seconds. Snooze fest. I fell asleep already. I got so bored even listening to the sound of my own voice just now. But it's different here. It's different here. When you get a gifted sub here, or when you subscribe, you are truly given access to some extremely valuable tools and benefits. Tools and benefits that you've seen the testimonials so far tonight. You've seen the stronger hair. You've seen the constant orgasms. You've seen Phil finally admitting to himself and everyone that he's gay. Namaste. You've seen what happens here when you have access to what this program offers. Namaste to you. Now, the show makes me feel tingly on my left anus. So we have someone, two assholes, and I'm tingling the left. I'm tingling that left side. I'd imagine I'm imagining me rubbing around your asshole right now, spiritually speaking. But that's the thing about spirituality is we take it seriously here. The program takes the confluence of objectivity and subjectivity, of fact and myth. We watch it come together in our mind, in our heart, experientially. We watch the chaos, the car accident of the present moment constantly in order to access that next level we speak about. We watch this happen. And as I spiritually sort of massage my finger around your asshole, around your butthole, I go like this. I get it wet and I go like this. And as I do that, spiritually speaking, what can often physically happen is it manifests physically. Not the first time I've heard that, and I am not surprised to hear that. We'll probably hear it again. Namaste. Namaste. If I miss Leslie Tanner, it's because I'm under anesthesia, says Luke Duke. Namaste to you. Well, Lord knows, and you're in bad position. If you're under anesthesia, you're probably under the tutelage of some experts, which, funnily enough, tonight we are discussing no experts, no answers is our theme tonight. If you'd like to see this on screen again, go ahead and type !theme. It'll bring that up to give you and everyone a reminder of how we're steering our collective exploration this evening. Namaste. Burping up Red Bull. I'm burping up the dang Red Bull tonight, guys. I'm sipping on a pear cinnamon. Has anyone this is my favorite. This is my favorite flavor by far. Even though I do enjoy Juneberry in the summer, warmer months. In the warmer months, I enjoy Juneberry, but in the winter time, I prefer pear cinnamon. If I'm being 100% honest with all of you, Head Mod Chuck, namaste to you, bless you, and welcome to the program. Formally, bless you. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Juneberry is my fave, says not me. This program has given me more diarrhea than I can handle. Progress. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of people wouldn't say that's progress, you're tubing. They would say that was negative, that you're dying. But that's the thing. Universally, there's no such thing as progress. The thing about a black hole is it doesn't just kill you. It doesn't just suck in everything, light and energy and matter and everything, but it sucks in the idea of progress. It sucks in linearity. It sucks in subjectivity. It sucks in science. It sucks in God. It sucks in everything, every metric by which you prove that you are real and so is the world around you. It sucks that all up too. So yeah, you're dying. You've got diarrhea. You can't stop shitting and you are dying, and that is progress just as much as anything else is. You're tubing. Larry Pickle Jar. Leslie's Red Bull flavor choices make me hope his camera breaks again. That's so funny. This isn't the first time it fell off the tripod. So maybe tonight's your lucky night. You backstabbing buffoon. Mr. Defoe with a communal vision. I can't wait to read this. Thank you, Mr. Defoe. Since joining the program, I have learned to sleep 10 minutes a night, and I no longer blink. Now that is awesome. Also off-putting. I've seen it in real life. Very off-putting coming from Mr. Defoe. People don't trust that. But just so you know, Mr. Defoe, people in large want to see you blink. They feel safer around you if you blink. But if you don't blink, they're like, this guy's out to get me. This is a predator. And it might be accurate. I don't know personally if you are a predator or not, Mr. Defoe. Namaste and bless you. Namaste and bless you. Let's see here. Let's make sure this is off. Let's make sure this is off. Make sure this is off. Is that working? Okay, yeah, sure. That's good. We're good. Namaste. Well, let's get into tonight's theme, everybody. Like I was saying before, and let's open up the lines. Right now, we're waiting on a very special guest. The Windbag will be joining us. If you don't know about the Windbag, then honestly, where have you been? You're sleeping under a rock, especially on Twitch.tv. There's not a plethora of places to go and just be able to laugh, have fun, relax. Let's do a preliminary shout out for the Windbag. A lot of people say they're funny. That's the thing. A lot of people say they're funny. And they're not. I don't know where they get that information. They share it. They say it. They say like, oh yeah, I'm basically, I'm very funny, and they label their channel comedy. I'm like, oh, interesting. I could really use a laugh. So go ahead and click on their page, and it's not funny. I want to be honest with you guys. Lots of things that say they're funny actually make me feel very alone and kind of sad. But Windbag is not one of them. And the Windbag is not one of them. It makes me feel joyous and laughter and community and fun to watch a mind like that sprite around. Namaste. So let's actually, you know what? Pause on the theme. We need to talk. Guys, I want to go back over how we do interviews here. All right? Now, when I bring someone on here, yeah, I'm going to be very nice and polite up front, as you should be. Right? I'm going to be very nice and polite up front, but this is not agenda-free. I'm not simply hanging out. I'm not simply just, hanging out with a friend and an old buddy and seeing what kind of laughs we can get into. No, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is an agenda. So first we start off with the laugh buddy stuff. And I want you guys to follow along with me. So listen up, okay? Listen up. So first of all, we establish a connection. This is where you can make eye contact, find things that you have in common, mirror and reflect their emotional state. Gotta hang up on you right now. I'm gonna take the number off the screen. Gotta hang up on you right now because we got a little bit of business to get into right now. The ring is echoey. Let's see here. Well, we'll fix that on the fly. Namaste. So, guys, when you're looking to introduce the program to someone, when you're looking to bring in somebody that you think would really benefit and really enjoy their experience in the community, and putting the program into place in their life, what you want to do is you want to copy off what I'm going to do tonight. I'm a pro at this. Very good. I mean, after all, you're here. Just kidding. But seriously, it's very important that you not go in there just waving your penis around and thinking that you're going to get a bingo, as the old saying goes. So, as I was saying at the beginning of the conversation, yes, we start with mirroring, connection, common ground. You find that and you just hammer it home. You make them feel safe, make them feel comfortable, make them feel like they're talking to an old friend. Afraid to bring friends in here, Luke Duke. I might have a few. Well, come on. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. Is it because they're dullards? Luke Duke, are you friends with a bunch of dingbats? Somebody that just couldn't handle it? No, just too straight edge. I'm weirdo. Yeah, well, sometimes those are exactly the people that need the light that we provide here, Luke Duke. That's exactly what they need is this sort of thing. They need an element like this to sort of transform, to sort of terraform their lives. Otherwise, they're going to be, what they're going to be. You know what they're going to be doing. They're going to be, I've got to tie my shoelaces this weekend. I've got to practice tying my shoelaces or whatever they do. I just made that up. That was all just off the top of my head. It's amazing what you can do with the mind. Now, as I was saying, is the beginning of the conversation. First of all, you start off with establishing common ground, and then also establishing common ground, mirroring, and then eventually you seek. All right, you seek. You're seeking out. Once you've established that for a little bit, you watch their guard come down. Once you've established that, you're looking for something personal, some sort of chink in the armor, some sort of, they admit something that's just a little too vulnerable and it makes them uncomfortable and they recoil from it themselves. But if you're doing your job of making them comfortable, that sort of stuff will fall off the trees like apples in August. All right? Now, I'm telling you, this works. You make them comfortable, make them think you're your friend, then you got to wait for that one little thing. You wait for that one little chink in the armor, that one where they show you their hand a little bit, and then you drill down. You latch onto that, you don't let go. Number 2 is drill down. 1, make comfortable, be friendly, mirror. If you have to love bomb, but it's really kind of embarrassing to do that. Number 2, drill down. Get that insecurity and drill the fuck down. Find out what makes them incomplete. It's usually not that hard to figure out. We all like to think that we have a very effective facade. It is not. We are extremely vulnerable out here. We're a bunch of naked pink pigs running around, horting, snorting, and shitting everywhere we please. It's a hideous display. And so it's not that hard to find out what makes them feel bad about themselves. Then when you get that, you drill down, take it to the ground, take it down into the dirt, take them all the way down. And as you do, as they have admitted it to themselves, that's when you introduce them to the program. You have to break them down first, though. You have to get them in touch with a thing that is just that raw nerve. Shave down some of the skin on either side of the raw nerve, and then the salve of the ointment. Make a little circle around it like I did the butthole earlier. Make a little circle around that. That's what you do. It's simple. 1, 2, 3. Now, 1, let's go over it again. 1, love bomb. I want you guys to come along with me. I want to be able to look at chat, and because if he looks at chat, I want him to see the same exact thing. Same exact thing. Okay? The same exact stage that I'm on. I'll make little gestures. I'll go 1 at the top. So when I find the insecurity, I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do 2 fingers on my face. All right? On this side. 1 at the top. That just means we're having fun. 2, we're drilling down. Oh, we found it. We found it. We're drilling down. Then 3, that's when we're going to get into the program. So, and I want you to come, when you see the 1, say 1 in chat so you guys all know what I'm talking about, okay? When you see the 1, we're having fun. Be fun in chat. 2, ask personal questions. 3, I just want to see testimonials. I want to see the program works. I want to see emotes. I want to see excitement. I want to see the promise of a better tomorrow. I want to see the promise of unleashing the power within. There we go. Now let's do a little test. Let's do a little test. Ready? Welcome to the program, the Windbag. Ha 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 ha. Hey, Windbag, how you doing? And wonderful. I'm already seeing it. James the Cat, absolutely crucial. James the Cat, absolutely crushing. Seeing Defo, I see Larry Picklejar getting underfoot, deliberately trying to make my life worse once again. Love you, Windbag. There we go. There we go. Okay. Wow, that's so interesting. Now we'll say Windbag says like, but my feet are so they're so thin. They're very thin feet. I have a problem, mentally, because I was like, oh well, at least you have thick feet because I have thin feet. That's a 2. That's a 2. We're drilling down. We found exactly what we needed. James the Cat, absolutely crushing, following directions perfectly. The 2. Okay. Then he's like, yeah, my frickin' dad used to run laps on gravel barefoot because he said it would toughen my feet and make them thicker, and he said that I couldn't have thin feet. He said I was a little pussy boy because I had thin feet. Yes. Then that's a 3. And we go, well, there's a place that you can be a little pussy with thin feet, and I think there's much more to you than that, but a place where you can be a pussy with thin little feet. Number 3. Number 333. There, wonderful. Now I'm seeing great stuff in the chat right now. Fantastic stuff in the chat right now. Wonderful. Thin Feet Pussy Boy was a great 2000s emo band. Yeah. And only 1 out of 4 of them was a pedophile. Thin Feet Pussy Boy, only 1 out of 4 of that band was a pedophile. Leslie, this is retarded. Mary Lou, fantastic to hear from you. Really appreciate the feedback. And you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely 100% correct. 100% correct on that. Now, and that's why it works. People think that the human mind is complicated. People think that they're impervious, that it's hard to manipulate people. It's the easiest thing in the world. It's extremely easy to do this. Try it and watch and see what happens. Here's another one to try out sometime. Mr. Defo with a communal vision. Can't wait to read this perspective. Why was the guitarist from the pop punk band bad at blackjack? He wouldn't stop hitting on 15. Now that's a good one. Defo, I don't know if you just made that up, but and again, like I don't get jokes very often, but that is a classic. I could see someone like a Carlin or a Pryor or a Dane Cook using something like that, and I think that's a very top shelf sort of cheesesteak to bring to us. Thank you. Wow. You know, pop punk bands, they do not have a great batting average. I would be interested, like, per capita, are they as sodden with pedophiles as other art forms? You know, I would imagine metal dudes have a lower incidence of pedophilia. Leslie, my wife is still at the hotel. 71298. Good to see you. If anyone remembers 71298, I think they've kind of got like paralyzed fingers and they just do their best. That's why they type like that. Really inspiring. Yeah, I'm surprised no one's nailed MGK. That guy. You know, but it's honestly, it's like, you know how like so many things become this kind of neo-lib artifice? They're just a hollow shell, and it's happening quicker and quicker. It feels like a HelloFresh subscription service version of a pedophile. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you? I Gorilla Glue steel wool to my crotch to scare away the succubus. Now that is very, very, very disgusting, but very creative. Thank you so much, Phil. I appreciate that. Imagining a thick bush of tattered steel wool. I think that's terrifying. That's terrifying. We'll have to let David Hasselhoff know, huh? Let him know what he's getting into. Listen, you can have sex with my friend here. Be gentle. Just discovered that he's consciously discovered that he's gay. Also, he does this weird thing where he glues steel wool to where his pubic hair used to be. So I don't know if that's like your thing. Could be. Could be, you know? Namaste, everyone. Namaste. Well, you know, we might just get into some calls. We might just get into some calls while we're waiting for our old pal. Lord knows he's got a hot show over there, and numbers on the board, 708-240-8953. I need to hear from you. 708-240-8953. Pick up that phone and give old Leslie a call. We'd love to discuss what we're doing tonight, what we're talking about tonight. No experts, no answers is the theme. No experts, no answers. And you know, that means exactly what it sounds like. Why isn't my button working? Oh, there we go. Oh, I see. I see what's going on. Why is it over there? Don't do that. There we go. OBS, you fickle bitch. 708-240-8953. Sparkleflesh, it absolutely is my real number. Sparkleflesh, I'd love to hear from you if you can call in. 708-240-8953. Real number, real time, need to hear from you. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hello, this is Dave.
So, is there real quick, Dave? Hold on one moment. Now, I've got. Is there still an echo? Go ahead, Dave. Make a little sound.
Hello?
All good. Attaboy. Dave from Cave. Sounds good. We good. Cool. All right. So, Dave. And now, Dave, have you called the program before? I know a man named Dave, but he doesn't sound like you, certainly.
Yeah, I called in like 1,000 times.
So
This is the Lenny Tanner show, right?
What?
This is Lenny Tanner.
No, this is Leslie Tanner, not Lenny Tanner.
Are you sure?
100% sure. Yeah, Lenny Tanner is a different program, certainly.
You're not talking about mortgage rates tonight?
What was that?
Are you talking about mortgage rates tonight or no?
No. And you have been terminated. Namaste. Have a good night, Dave.
You send me half.
Good luck with Lenny Tanner and mortgage rates. Larry Picklejar, thank you so much for the bits. Bless you and namaste to you. Bless you and namaste to you. 708-240-8953. Not a great start. Not a terrific start for us tonight. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, it's Phil Z.
Phil Z, an early call tonight. How are you, Phil?
Well, I'm super good. I miss you so hard. You sounded like you had some serious health conditions that we need to maybe take care of.
Wait, I have health conditions, Phil?
Well, we both. I mean, I just want to we should do a little circle. We both kind of help each other. You help me.
I'm not exactly sure what health conditions.
It's like a circle.
Health.
There's like you put a cookie in the middle, and you go in the circle. It's like an cookie, and kind of like you dance around.
Yeah, you're talking about a circle jerk where we masturbate.
No, it's a circle of union. It's very serious, where you talk about each other's strengths and then you let it happen. You know?
So you want some like really soft core jack off like encouragement.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, so you want me to remember that list of like praises that were up in like elementary schools back in the day?
Do I? I never got one of them. Pathetic.
List of praise for children. All right.
Oh, it's probably like, hey there, Chuck. You've done a good job at putting your pants on against.
Okay, so listen, do you have your cock out?
Dale.
Do you have your cock out?
Nope. It's just resting. It's resting phase. It's early, pre-launch. We gotta.
Okay, so listen, just rub it on the outside of the pants. I'll get started over here. Ready?
You're it. Touch it. I'm touching it.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Way to go. Super. You're special.
Oh, this works.
Outstanding.
All right.
Excellent.
Got it.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yes.
Is this working for you?
Yep, it is.
Neat. Well done.
Cool.
Remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
I knew you could do it.
Beautiful.
I'm proud of you.
Continue.
Fantastic.
Exotic.
Superstar.
Oh, Lord.
Nice work.
What?
Looking good.
Oh, boy.
You're on top of it.
You should call my therapist.
I am your therapist. What do you...
Oh, wait. I don't even know.
Did you bust?
I'm off the rails. I'm sorry. The reading was so well done. I didn't know what to do. I got excited. Hold on.
Well, that was...
Are you hanging up on me? Sorry. Hi. Am I still here?
Yep,
Why
that was great. Good job.
Okay.
Are you going to get a boner every time I tell you good job now?
Yes, I hope so. It'd be like Pavlov's dogs.
Okay, good. Right
That'd be super amazing, wouldn't
Wonderful.
it be? You'd be like
That is
brown
good.
brown out of the guru.
That's progress for you, Phil. You know that is.
I love you. And it's not.
Namaste, Phil. You have a wonderful evening.
Namaste. Very well.
Phil Z, you bust your nut and now you're just leaving. What the hell, man? Says Mr. Defoe. So someone thinks that, maybe you owe a little something to the community. Somebody would say that you owe a little something to the community, Phil. Wow. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. And we have Larry Pickle Jar. Is this for the future? Yeah, he hung up. That was, now you got one in the chamber. Orky, hitting with that sub. Thanks, Ork. Namaste to you, Orcasar. Bless you, and welcome back for the 14th month in a row. God damn, I didn't know it had been that long. Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you tonight?
Leslie, it's Genomatic.
Genomatic, welcome back to the program. How are you tonight?
Oh my God, I'm so good.
So good. You sound a lot better than last time.
Yeah, that was a close one, Leslie. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's going on over there with Jen right now? Jen, where's Jen at mentally, spiritually?
Okay. So super good. The sores all over my body are clearing. And, it's one day at a time, Leslie. And I'm feeling pretty good.
Wow. So what an inspiring story. So that you're feeling better. Genomatic is feeling on the mend, better, lots more energy, lots more positive outlook to share with us. Just because the sores on your ass are getting better, improving.
Truly. Yes. The fever's lifting. Leslie, I'm back on top. I'm coming back, Leslie.
Wow. What percentage of your healing process would you say is coming from your work here in the program?
I mean, I would say, God, it's got to be like 99.8%, Leslie.
There we go. And what would it look? Well, communal vision, actually. 1 second from Slarty Bart Fasty. Not the hero we need, but the hero we deserve. I don't know. Is that from? Oh, that's about Phil, who just jacked off. So you win some, you lose some.
It's a journey. It's a journey,
and don't look a gift horse in the mouth, and things like that of that nature. Yeah. Larry Picklejar with another communal vision. One moment, Jen. Is this the caller that was in a hotel room with a 65-year-old guy last week?
Larry nailed it, and thank you for remembering my journey.
Absolutely.
And so it's been looking up.
Mm-hmm.
It might look the same. But it's up.
Wonderful. And so, listen, as much as I want to hear about the sores on your ass and what your relationship status with the 65-year-old,
I want to talk about the topic.
On that, but we did just get rated by Angry Scar 09 has brought is community here to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste to you, Raiders. Welcome to Explorations. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your lives. It is fantastic to have you. Fantastic to have your energy here with us tonight. Can't wait to get into tonight's program with you. The theme being no experts, no answers. If you ever want to pull this up back on the screen to remind yourself and the other people in the chat, go ahead and type exclamation point theme into the chat. I'll bring that right up. No problem at all. I put it there for your use. No experts, no answers. And in some ways, the sort of perfect embodiment of that spirit, of that phrase, of that sentiment here with our current caller, Genomatic. Now, you live your life in a pretty no experts, no answers kind of way, I would say.
Absolutely.
And let me just start from square one with you, Jen, on the theme. How do you feel about experts?
Pretty lousy.
Pretty lousy.
Yeah.
And why is that? Can you take us through, your thinking on that?
Because, Leslie, I feel that we have to find our own answers. Of course, within the community,
Of course. I mean,
right.
It's hard to find without the community. You're just a lost little chicken. Phil Z with the communal vision. Everyone is having existential orgasm dreams. So Phil Z just playing jazz with it again tonight. Just really letting it rip over there. Post orgasm, just really letting the sort of creative mind sort of fly through the sky. That's gorgeous stuff. Now, Jen, please continue. I want to hear about your experience with experts. You feel lousy, and you acknowledge that we need to find our own answers.
Mm-hmm.
Take me back in time, Jen. Take me back in time to what's a formative experience with an expert that you later found out to be, one of these chin scratchers that makes you go, experts? Really? I feel lousy about them.
Interesting. Well, number one, interesting number one. Can we just reiterate the number 1, 2, 3?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So that we're on the same page. Everybody's on the same page.
Absolutely, Jen. And now,
Thank you.
Do you remember what one? Now, this is the interview technique here at Explorations, which we're going to employ as we have our guest coming soon, Windbag. The Windbag, the streamer, comedian, funny fork man, will be joining us. And yes, we have a plan. It's not just a fun conversation, even though we'll have some fun, but we've got a plan. 3-step process of indoctrination, and I want everybody in chat to come along with me through it. Now, Jen, I appreciate you bringing this up. Do you remember the first one? Do you remember the first step, Jen?
Well, we have to be friendly and bring them in,
bring them in?
Yes, we want to definitely, we know where you're coming from a little bit right now. We know where you're coming from.
Yes.
Thank you.
And that's what we do. That's what we do. We establish that connection. We mirror. We reflect. We find that common ground. We bring them in. Bring them closer. Move closer to them. That is the first step of the process. Now, when we begin that step, as Jen just brought up the 1, 2, 3, when we begin that, I want you to watch, okay? Because I want everyone in chat to follow along. I'm going to do this. One finger on my cheek. I'm going to go 1. And I want the chat to follow along 100% with me. You see me blowing up the spot with positivity, then that's what we're doing. Now, Jen, do you remember the second step?
Second step. We're going to have to love bomb. Start love bombing.
Well,
a lot.
Love bombing would be sort of a technique. Maybe it would fall under 1 because we're
1.5.
Huh?
Okay. 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5. Yeah, 1 point. Yeah, 1B. Let's say 1B.
Okay.
Yeah, 1.5. I like that.
Okay.
Now, do you remember
Number
the 2 though is the. You know what I mean?
It's when we. Hold on. Don't forget, my health is still. Number 2.
As we go in the conversation with positivity, what are we looking out for? What are we watching for?
Their weakness.
Yes.
Where we can get them. Yes.
We're looking for that insecurity, weakness,
Yes.
that chink in the armor, and as soon as we find it, what do we do with it?
We're going to use that. We're going to use that, and that will bring us very quickly to 3.
Yes, 100%. So
Because now they feel comfortable more so.
we've planted the seeds. Now it's time to sort of to water the soil a little bit and ready ourselves for the harvest. So as we've tilled that soil, as we've planted the seed, then we're going to find that insecurity, drill down, go all the way down to the ground.
Yes,
take that
drill
back
down.
to its awful, terrible source as close as we can get to it. And then, and when that step begins, when we find that insecurity, when we find that hidden wound, I'm going to do one of these. 2 fingers on the cheek. 2 fingers on the cheek like this. And I want to see 2s in the chat when I do this. Okay? 2s in the
we
chat
found the
when I
wound.
do this.
Yep.
And that's when if he looks at the chat, I want to see, I want to see the chat flying by with questions about the insecurity, taking my lead. Jen, what's an example? What's an example of something we can ask along the lines of an insecurity like that?
Okay, wingman, you said, right? Wingman?
Yeah, like let's say windbag.
Oh, even better. Perhaps windbag might have some insecurities because his father left him and his mother. This might just come out. We don't know.
We don't know.
It didn't listen enough. Perhaps that's why he's windbag. So we're going to get that out of him.
100%. Now, Larry Perkins over the Communal Vision. Wingman is my favorite streamer. Wings in chat.
Oh, cripes.
So maybe that could be a fun nickname for Windbag. Maybe as a power move, once he is indoctrinated, we can change his name to Wingman.
Oh, that'd be so cool. He'd probably think it was really cool.
Yeah, I would think it was cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is.
Now we just got him more. Larry, that was awesome. Awesome idea. Larry's good.
So let's say maybe I ask a question about his father, who's who's no longer in his life.
Right.
Let's say I ask does that what's your favorite thing about your dad? And he's like, oh, I don't even know my dad. What do we got? We got 2. We acknowledge 2. I do 2 fingers on the cheek, and we put 2 in the chat. And we drill
That's
down.
a solid 2.
We found it.
Solid 2. Yeah.
Communal Vision. Namaste. Communal Vision from Slarty Bart Fasty. I will not lie. I love hot wings. Thanks so much for sharing that, Slarty. I really appreciate you taking the time to share that perspective and spirit with us. Any response to that, Jen?
Hot wings? I love that for him.
Oh, absolutely right. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that exciting? Phil Z with a Communal Vision. You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips and there's no tenderness in your fingertips. Well, that's, Phil is, I don't know, yeah.
That was emo as fuck.
That was very emotional. Phil is really feeling himself. I'll bet he's just dancing right now by himself, slow dancing to his own song.
Aw.
Now that's 2, okay? And Xander, yes, sir, Xander. Namaste to you, Xander from Twitter. Bless you and namaste to you, Xander. It's great to have you be a part of the program. It's great to have your energy, and it's great. You came here and you're excited, and that excitement means that you're really going to get some juice out of the fruit tonight. Namaste. You've been terminated, Jen. Namaste. Have a wonderful evening.
Namaste.
Now, number 3, everybody. Number 3 is where we get the gas. We get Windbag down to the ground. Thank you for those bits, Larry. Pickle Jar. Namaste to you. Now, as we get Windbag down to the ground, it's time to introduce the program. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to do 3 fingers on the cheek, and I want to see 3s in the chat. Caller, namaste to you. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Namaste, Leslie. This is Bill.
Bill, it's great to hear from you, Bill. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, enjoying the stream. How are you doing?
Fantastic. I'm doing wonderfully. We've just been raided by Windbag. Namaste. One moment, Bill. Raiders, absolutely namaste. Welcome to you. Larry Pickledor has terminated you. Bill, have a wonderful night.
Namaste.
Namaste. Bless you. Namaste to you. Namaste to everyone that just absolutely injected that hot Windbag seed into the womb of our chat, splashing against the back wall, working its way through the uterine hole, down the canal, and impregnating, getting stuck to that gooey little viscous shit that's on the inside of the uterus. I know what a uterus does. I know what it looks like. I know how it works, and I love to use it as an example every day of my life. Namaste. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. How exciting it is to have all of you with us here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. All of you Raiders, welcome to the program. For those of you that don't know exactly what we do here, my name is Leslie Tanner, the host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Now, you might be wondering, okay, yeah, I've heard about Explorations. What exactly is it? Well, Explorations is the program with which we explore the universe, both inside us and outside of us. The subjective and the objective, the emotional and the physical. We explore these universes. And as we do so, as we interrogate the border between these two seemingly disparate worlds, we find, you know what we find there? We find our true source power. And from there, we just take the key, unlock, and unleash the power of the self through the program of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. A power that you've known all along you possess. You've known all along it's been inside of you, waiting to come out, practically rotting inside of you. But it can never rot completely because you're still here. You're still ticking. You're still typing away on that fucking keyboard of yours. You're still taking sips of water. Why? If you want to die, if the energy is dead, if the flame is out, why do you type? Why do you take sips of water? It's because that energy, that source energy, is beating inside of you. Let it be free. Here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, I promise many things. I promise many things to you all, the least of which is to cure your mental illness and set free your power. And I've done it to any mental illness that exists. I'm talking like just basic social anxiety. I'm talking about, ranging anywhere from obsessive compulsive disorder. Maybe you pick the skin on your fingernails. Maybe you pull your hair out. Maybe you check the doorknobs. You wash your hands. Yada yada. Yeah, I can fix that. I'm talking about all the way to the big fucking scary ones, right? We're talking about purely psychotic bipolar 1 and 2. I'm talking about really intense borderline. I'm talking about schizoaffective of any sort. I can cure you of that. Yeah, dissociative identity disorder. What the fuck? Yeah, I can cure that absolutely. No problem. I can do it tonight for you. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Thank you so much, Larry, for gifting that sub to Captain Spandex. Bless you and namaste. Namaste, 708-240. I'm going to take that number off the screen because, guys, we're buckling up. We are settling in and buckling up. Settling in and how can you cure nepotism, Leslie, says Nambies. Now that's a good question. Let's start there while we settle in and get ready for our friend Windbag to freshen up and get here and ready to interview with us tonight. Now, Question from Nambies. Can you cure nepotism? Now, explorers that have been here for a while, yeah, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, what I'm about to say, where I'm going to be going with my answer. Curing nepotism. So nepotism being the sort of inheriting a status or a position or inheriting something that you largely don't deserve. You didn't have to work that hard for it. Now, Nobbies, why? And this is one of my problems with the mental health framework. It pathologizes things. It makes a sickness out of things that aren't sickness. Now, nepotism means getting shit that you don't deserve for little to no work. Why on earth would you cure that? Why would you make it a sickness, first of all? Why would you be afraid of it, classify it as an illness, and then need to cure that? Nambies, if you are receiving nepotism, it is not an ailment, it is not a sickness, it is not a disorder, it is not a syndrome. It is a gift. You're going to die someday. You want to go out there and work hard and realize that you're not very talented or not very smart or not very, good looking or not very whatever the things are that people are actually rewarded for? You want to go out there, work hard, get a fair amount back, have your life be kind of shitty, and then just die. That sounds terrible. Namaste, Larry Picklejar, absolutely smashing that fat cock onto the table in support of the program. Let the program ring throughout the land from sea to shining sea. Namaste to you, Larry Picklejar, for those gifted subs, going straight into the program, straight into the spreading of the light here of what we do here. Namaste. Now, nepotism. If you have nepotism, for God's sake, just take it. Take the W. Accept the W. Accept the W in your heart. Nobody deserves it. That's not real. That's what we tell children, so that they leave us alone. We protect them with a cocoon of the idea of deserving, of fairness. Night year. In the words of Leslie Tanner, keep your W's up and your syndrome down. Now that's 100% true. I could not have, I've probably said that. I don't remember saying that specifically, but I probably have said that because I love using Down syndrome as a tool to express points. I think they are closer to God for most, in many ways, closer to God, and that they embody, more closely embody how God understands us. Now, somebody with Down syndrome, they know they have Down syndrome. Okay? They know how the cards fell. Now, those of us that don't have Down syndrome, maybe we go get a bunch of promotions, maybe work out and get real fit and tight, or maybe we go to college and get super smart or something, and we play this narrative in our mind like, oh, we've built something, we've built something, and I'm closer to God, I'm closer to a perfect understanding of the universe. No, God, who hates you, created you in His image, basically as a retarded person. Namaste. Phil Z. I had the worst experience. Firing my weak-ass Alzheimer's dad was a journey. Firing your weak-minded father. Namaste. Namaste. I think I love that. I love just being very direct. Because you know what? When you're cruel, you do it out of respect. When you're cruel to the handicapped, you do it out of respect. If you did not have respect for them, if you have pity, one of the most violent things on earth, one of the most disgusting things you can do, it's a form of spiritual masturbation to have pity on that person with Alzheimer's, and you give them a job. You let them sort of fuck up bagging groceries or fiddle around with computer-aided design programs. You let them continue to do that job as an employer because you hate them. Because it makes you feel good to watch somebody's mind melt out of their ass in real time. It makes you feel good, makes you feel strong, makes you feel smart, makes you feel like a moral person. But Phil Z stepping up to the plate saying, no, not today, not tonight. I love you too much to let you have this job. Hit the bricks. Namaste. Namaste. Hit the bricks, old man. You withered mind, you soft withered mind. Good luck out there. You remember your address? You want a sip of soda? Maybe the sugar will give you a little boost. Maybe you can tell me your address if I give you a little sip of my my RC. I love that. I love giving retards a sip of pop. They go crazy. And of any age, of any malady, I use that word pejoratively, of course, but then also just in a general sense. To signify the other, to signify the afflicted, to signify those that lack. Because aren't we all in lack? Aren't we all afflicted? Aren't we all kind of retarded? In the eyes of God, who created us to destroy us, who wrenched our existence from the jaws of nothingness for his own pleasure. Namaste. Namaste. Now, in a moment, we're going to be speaking with Windbag, the Windbag. Now, this has been a long time in the making here. We have been in conversation for a long time. Mutual respect we have for each other. Mutual respect that we have. And we have to do something, right? We gotta get on each other's channels. We gotta combine forces. We gotta do such and such and such. And you know how things get. Things get busy. So we haven't been able to make it work. Oh. We haven't been able to make it work. So, tonight that changes. Tonight, we're bringing the Windbag of Twitch.tv fame. Making sure he hasn't messaged me. Okay. Nar Warrior, namaste to you. Bless you and namaste to you, and welcome to the program. And as we conclude our conversation with the Windbag, we will certainly be opening the line up to discuss our theme tonight, a foundational theme here at Explorations. No experts, no answers. We do not acknowledge expertise. We don't think it's valid. We despise experts because we firmly believe there are no answers. Namaste. Stone Monster, it's a miracle after 2 years of the program. I have learned how to type. The program works. So that's a program. That is a miracle in Stone Monster's life. Just to give you bearings on how on whether that life is good or not. When Stone Monster's in the chat, I wonder if that guy's got like a decent, comfortable life. Well, it's a miracle that he put 3 words together. His words. Life's not good. And Stone Monster can certainly attest to that. I'm sure if we dug a little deeper into the lived experience of Stone Monster 400, we would certainly see lots of pain. Lots of absurd pain. OMG, are you a W streamer? I don't know exactly what that means in terms of, am I winning? Ranch from Stacey? I would say so. I would say so in some ways, but in other ways, absolutely not. I would say that if you are participating in this program, certainly it's a W, but part of that W is taking a lot of L's. Lots of L's is what it's about here, honestly. Ugh. That's what it's about here. As you can see here, these dead people in this graveyard are a bunch of fucking losers. Every single person in that graveyard, everyone that you've ever known that's died is a loser. Done. Dead and they lost. They did not win. Now we can tell ourselves all these stories. We can tell ourselves all these stories about how, death is just the final journey, or, to fight against death and we go to heaven and win. That's not real. Nindy New, the program doesn't work. Some asshole that doesn't know shit and won't be anything. Nindy New, thank you so much, Nindy New. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that support. Bless you and namaste. Bless you and namaste tonight to you, Nindy New. very, very wise way to say that. Anyone that's died is a loser, for sure. If you're not dead yet, then I'm not saying you're not a loser, but I'm saying you're not as big of a loser as them. The big L, big loss. We can tell ourselves these stories. We can, have you ever talked to somebody who accepts death? Accepting the idea of death. I've worked with many people in hospice, very intimately with these people in hospice. Now I'm going to say, Larry Picklejar, anyone who ever lived in a cave really should have gotten their shit together. Losers. So that's maybe, that's two O's. I don't know if you meant to do that. That's not how losers is spelled, or if you're just playing a game. But either way, I appreciate the bits. I appreciate your energy, Larry Picklejar. Is George Washington a loser? Yes. That was easy. Next question. George Washington is a huge loser. A huge fucking loser. Absolutely huge loser. Abraham Lincoln, loser. Ben Franklin, loser. I put in my will that if I die, I want my family to spit on my likeness and bury that with me. Yeah. See, now that's somebody, that's the sign, that's how you can tell somebody's been a part of the program, when they start saying shit like that. They start saying stuff very bravely, they say, you know what, don't vault me up, don't give me a huge, cool mausoleum. I want you to bury me in shit and dirt, and I want you to put a picture that you spit on in the casket with me. Who cares? Now that's a productive loser. Now that's somebody who's accepting that loss, that ultimate loss, and they are now resonating within themselves. Do you see what I'm saying? Are the dots starting to connect? Is the logic of what I speak becoming apparent? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm seeing some of you reflect that, yes, you're beginning to understand. Ranch from Saints, namaste to you. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the program, namaste. 1 second. Okay. 1 second. We got somebody. One moment. I'll be right back in just one moment. I'm not sorry.
Hello, is this real? Is this a live store? Am I live right now? Am I getting an echo? Oh, no, it's great. Oh, that's me. Don't worry, that's me. That's me. No,
Okay.
it was me. I'm the idiot. I didn't know where I was.
Wind, your mic works. Leslie's not. Goo woo, we can't hear you. You're good, Windbag. No, Leslie, you had 2 weeks not to fuck things up. He sounds fine. Leslie is silent. Am I still silent?
Am I on the Leslie
You
Tanner
did it.
show?
Yes,
Am
you
I
are. Would you just hold on a second? Hold on a second. I gotta redo your whole intro. This is all fucked up now.
Oh, good. So this isn't real. Oh, good. Oh, good.
No,
All
this
right,
is
well,
you're on the program.
no,
you're on the program right
it
now.
doesn't matter what I say to you because I created you inside my head. This is not real. So like it doesn't matter. You could say anything, but it's only my subconscious talking. So whatever. So
That is not accurate.
How could I be here?
You're in front of some sort of camera or a screen. Listen, we could talk about this in a second. I'm gonna redo your intro because this is all fucked up now.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Redo my intro. Go ahead. I'll be right here.
Okay, I'll be right back. All right, everybody, please put your hands together for famed streamer and comedian. You've seen him on Twitch.tv. Lots of fun. We're gonna have lots of fun. Namaste. Please welcome Windbag in a couple seconds.
Doctors. Speak with a doctor. Speak with a doctor.
What are you saying?
Speak with a speak with a doctor. I'm not gonna get roped into you. You're me. I'm you. It's a weird thing. You know everything I know. Speak with a doctor. Emergency. Okay? So let's just say this is real. Let's just say
it's real.
Let's just say it's real. It's probably the best way. It's like a dog. It's like if you're getting bit by a dog, don't fight it. Just try to move with the dog. Move. So you're the dog in this situation. I'm just going to move with this. So I didn't have a show tonight. I went to play poker at a casino and Sidehost ran my show. And so I actually didn't know how I appeared here, but I'm just going to roll with it. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be part of this.
I'll accept that. Yeah, sure. Okay, Windbag. I'll play along with your game. Windbag, that is so funny. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. As you know, even though I'm in your head, as you say, you remember our conversations, yes?
Yeah, you bet. I totally remember the conversations, and I'm happy to be here.
Wonderful, fantastic. So, in your mind, are you scared that I'm sort of this autonomous thing in your mind right now?
Oh no, not at all. I've been a big fan of yours for a while. I think your content, your brand, it's really unlike anything else on Twitch. I would recommend you to literally everyone, and it's an honor to be here. And I'm excited to explore.
I would say the same thing to you, Windbag. Absolutely creative monster, powerhouse, mother nipple bottom, gifting so many subs, 10 subs to the community. Namaste. So if that's in your mind, then I'm happy to be in your mind because that's a lot of subs.
I absolutely. Listen, I think what you're doing is not only one of a kind, but it's essential to the development of the human psyche and the evolution of the human mind.
Absolutely. I think you said it perfectly. You know, honestly, a lot of times when I have guests on the program, Windbag, what happens is that I end up having to introduce them to how we do things, what we're doing here exactly. But already you're familiar with how the big hand moves around the clock, so to speak. You know what I mean?
I do. I'm just going to try to get my eye line straight here. Let me just see if I'm holding my hand right there. What if I just did it right there? There we go. I think that's probably really pleasant for the viewers to see. If I'm going to direct all my things to you right here.
And I've got my eyes right over here.
I'm looking
this direction.
You're even more handsome in person. And I mean that. You really are. You really are. And I would say that you could have whatever you want if we went out to eat.
If we went out to eat, where would you take? Well, first of all, if we're going out to eat, Windbag, I'm paying. I'm paying, and we're going somewhere nice. I would say we're going to something like. Have you ever been to and maybe this is regional, but have you ever been to a Shakey's?
Shakey's? Oh no, it does sound good, but I was thinking more of like a macaroni grill or a cheesecake factory. You know.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that is good. That would be good. Maybe a Chili's or something. I'm seeing Chili's in the chat, and I do love Chili's or Olive Garden.
You're too good. You're too good. You're too good for Olive Garden. I wouldn't waste time. But tell me about Shakey's.
Now, Shakey's is a real treat. Shakey's is an absolute treat. Do you like having fun? Do you like listening to fun music? Sort of casual environment, and then also there's a great deal of just you can just have some pizza, right? No, none of this like order of silverware business. It's just a glass of pop and some za.
I mean, I don't know how you do it. Sometimes I think about that kind of stuff, and I forget. But like I still am worthy of that. I could still deserve a Shakey's experience. Yeah, absolutely.
You forget.
I do. I have a lot.
You forget. Tell me what you forget about Windbag. What do you mean by that?
Well, thanks, Leslie. On my show, Friday Night Forking with the Windbag, Monday through Thursday, 2 hours every day. It's Friday night every day. We often talk about the things that we've forgotten, the bare essentials, but also in this day and age when you can literally have almost anything you want at any time in any way, that choice is paralyzing, and it makes me forget the simple things that I take for granted, like fruit. Yeah, I've been thinking about fruit recently, like a really good, I mean, I'm not to be silly, but tomato is a fruit. And I don't know when the last time you just ate a fresh tomato, but it's,
Never. I've never done that. Tell me about it. Is it good? Is it good to do that?
Listen, I don't want to share too much, but after my show, I've been known to sort of kick back and relax. I'll put special lotions on, and I'll take a hot shower, shave. I'll go through a whole beauty routine. And sometimes it's still not enough. And I regret that I've lost touch with maybe the basics, the elementals, the fundamental.
Interesting. And this effort, this effort. It sounds like you put a lot of thought and energy into this. You put a lot of thought and energy. This really weighs on you. I can tell. As soon as we brought this up, I could see there was a shift inside Windbag. This Windbag, this sort of indomitable Windbag that can carry a universes, multiple characters, layouts, edits, all this stuff on the screen, and it's so fun. And you're carrying it all. But when I saw you just I asked you about the tomato, and I saw something transform, a pallor sort of cast over you.
Yeah, I've gotten away. I've gotten there's too much line on my line. The line has gone slack. I'm using words like line and slack and too much and there is. And I'm trying to form sentences, but it's not getting really to how I feel.
No, don't listen. Don't you worry about. Don't listen. Windbag.
You don't have
I'm
to
gonna-
make excuses for me. I knew what I was doing coming into this.
Listen, Windbag. With somebody that I respect, with somebody somebody whose work I acknowledge and hold in esteem. I don't like to play willy-nilly with what I'm about to do. But anyone with eyes who can see, or ears that can hear, can see what's happening right now with you. It took honestly not as much time as I thought it would in our conversation to see the sort of facade come down, and the real sort of authentic, the hurt Windbag, the sort of vulnerable Windbag come out, and then at the end of it, after this pain and suffering that you very bravely let everyone see tonight, I want to commend you for that, because that is brave. But after that, I heard you try to put sentences together and come up against the classic struggle that your pain transcended the form of language, transcended sentences. I can't put the sentences together, is what you said. That's what I heard. My pain cannot be contained with sentences. Sentences insult my pain, is what I heard. What are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking about fire as a metaphor, and how if there was a fire in the building, I would run around like a chicken with its head cut off, balking about fire, there's a fire, there's a fire, as if anyone needed me to say that. And I feel like my whole life is a metaphor of that headless chicken balking, when really it's about getting safe, taking care of myself and others. It's what happens every time I watch your show. What happens every time I think about you and the process of the system, and I'm like, I'm oversharing. Forgive me.
No. This is the fertile soil from which Windbag's true power can even start to breach the surface. Now, you put on this facade of an indomitable spirit, indomitable creative spirit. You hoist the energy of dozens on your shoulders and say, "Come with me, gang. Come with me. I'll take you to beyond the horizon of entertainment."
I play a lot of characters, Leslie, and I do it, and I try to bring kind of a joy and entertainment. I'm a song and dance man at heart, and so if I can stay visible, and if I can hold the attention of my audience for long enough to maybe make them think, make them laugh, even shed a tear, it's all I can hope for.
You play a lot of characters, as you said. I think
I play a lot of characters.
The one that we're getting, the one that we're really sifting through right now is Windbag, aren't we?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Namaste.
And in that sort of fetid, moist soil underneath the facade. Now this is square one. This is ground zero of the power that's just screaming to be let out. It's painful though, isn't it?
Well, it's getting wielded on me. If anybody knows what that's like, it's a heavy kind of road to cross to road to, it's wielding, and I'm getting it wielded on me, and I deserve it. But it's not like I did anything wrong. I'm just like I'm a lizard. It's fight or flight constantly. But sometimes I just need to be reminded, I guess.
Yeah. sometimes you need to be reminded. And if I can play that role for you, if this program can play that role for you, Windbag, then lots of people have done much less and much worse and died. They just shit their pants and made a scared look on their face and passed away.
Yeah.
Became rigid. Eyes just kind of frozen in that fear. But not us tonight. We've transcended that tonight. Windbag. And listen, I can't imagine a conversation going even better. So listen, I'd love to have you just be a formal part of the program. I'd love to take you through the steps, even personally, just one-on-one, if you ever have time for that. If not, you're always welcome here at our regular meetings, Windbag.
Well, when I first saw your show,
tell me.
I will. When I first saw your show, I thought, who the fuck is this guy? And then it was like, I immediately Control W, close tab. I was like, fuck this guy. Right. And somebody gifted me a sub, and then I went back.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember the name? Do you remember the name of that person who gifted that sub?
I think it was Larry Picklejar.
It probably was. Yeah.
And when I went back, I was like, I hated it even more. More than I even thought I could hate, because to me it was sort of doubling down on that. Namaste. Mm-hmm. And I thought, I even went more and I said, not only is this bad, not only is the quality of this show really, really bad, but this guy's a piece of shit. He's taking advantage of people. He's an awful person. He's clearly like a charlatan. Mm-hmm. And so I uninstalled Twitch, and I didn't get online. It was like a thing where I was like really worried that it would happen again. And then it did. And I don't know, that third time something clicked. And I know that's cliche. Namaste. And I felt like this guy actually knows his shit. And I'm being so honest because I feel like coming full circle, you can appreciate that. And not full circle, actually, if I came full circle, I would still think you're a piece of shit and that what you're doing is meaningless and crap. No, what I mean is that I went 180 degrees, and that only makes sense in a linear universe. And in a linear universe, any binary system is made up of two polar opposites that actually are the same, because in relation to each other it makes the whole, and you make me whole. And namaste. Thank you.
Wow. Are you texting right now?
No, I'm actually just twirling this piece of thing right now.
You're nervously fidgeting.
Well, even now, you're exactly right. That's why namaste. That's why because even now, in a moment where I feel enlightened, what's my body doing? What is my body doing?
There's no need to explain. Even if you're texting, I see a lot of, of disordered people.
Do you guys see this? Use him.
Especially if you're just. Well, let me give you a little anecdote from my experience. I deal with a lot of disordered people, so you might think that it was rude to have texted if you were texting, but I would celebrate it because it's honest. It shows you where the pain is. It shows you the hesitation of the moment, and your hesitation in meeting that moment. But I actually several times there's one guy that keeps getting a DUI and referred to me by the courts, and third session, it's like clockwork every single time. You said 3, like it's a cliche, and it's kind of funny how often 3 comes up. Third session with this guy, every single time, he starts cranking under the table. I get him to admit some vulnerability stuff. He did not have a good childhood. He He nearly drowned. And
Cranking?
Huh?
Cranking under the table?
Yeah, masturbation.
That's amazing.
Well, and I knew exactly what was going on, but I kept talking, and I let him crank, and I let
What
him.
made him so aroused? Or
Well,
did he
was molested? He was molested as a child.
Oh. Did he self-arouse, or was he just aroused and he was like, might as well masturbate since I'm aroused? Or was he like, masturbation is my safe space, I'll arouse myself in order to masturbate? I don't know. Did you know that? I mean,
yeah, that's a lot of, when you get to that part of a brain that's abused as a child, it's a lot of one-way streets that all kind of connect that like just 3 blocks away from each other. It's all like, am I masturbating first because so I can feel aroused, and then arousal soothing, or am I going to soothe by getting arousing myself, and then the masturbation is just like a little treat or something? But no, basically, if I can put it just very plainly, this guy has a lot of problems, and also he's just not very bright. So it wasn't a good situation. He masturbates because he ultimately confuses any kind of intimacy with, with sexual interaction, and then he jacks off, and I let him jack off, and I celebrated it. So I just wanted to let you know, I don't care if you're fiddling with that piece of paper. I don't care if you're fiddling with your phone. I don't care if you are fully cranking off your dick right now. I want you to know that I celebrate you. I celebrate your relationship to the moment, and I celebrate your fear and nervousness, because that exactly is the proof positive of not just your power, but the program that gets you there.
No, thank you for that. Thank you for saying everything that you said. And
I could absolutely. I would say the same thing to you. Everything that you said was good, and I'm glad, in fact, that you did say it.
You are my camera obscura, and I just want you to know that. And when I say that, it's based on the idea that I believe camera obscura means a special camera that I can look through and see everything all at once at the same time. And through that camera, I can see the future and the past, but most importantly, this godforsaken present that has locked me in my primitive mind and changed me to the things that I feel obligated to do, but in the long run, is not.
In the long run, what? I honestly had no idea what you're going to say at the end there. In the long run, what?
In the long run, it's not.
Not what?
It's not important. I mean,
okay.
It's not important. I mean, unless you feel
what's not important?
The obstacles, the things I feel obligated to do.
Oh, yeah.
My constant checklist, my I mean, to me, I'm like a food processor that never gets unplugged or cleaned. Sorry? I'm oversharing, namaste.
No, there's no oversharing. You're going to listen, I will tell you this. I see these waves of shame wash over you, and this is normal, all right? I don't want you to add shame for feeling shame. You just feel that shame. You feel that first shame, okay? You feel that first shame, and that shame will be good for you. Is good for you, because you are gonna sob like a fucking baby when we're done here. You are gonna hang up the phone. You're gonna close the laptop. You're gonna turn the camera off, whatever it is, and you are gonna sob. You're gonna wake up. You're gonna overeat. You're gonna touch yourself. You're gonna miss work tomorrow. Or do you have work tomorrow?
No, actually, in fact, it's amazing, but not surprising. It shouldn't be surprised that you knew that. But I typically would have work tomorrow, but it got terminated. And so I actually have the day free. And I felt like I would guiltily play Baldur's Gate. And even that, I'm not even sure I can give myself as a reward.
No, I think the fact that you hate yourself. You'll hate yourself. It basically, some people cut because it hurts, and they have to feel the pain, and it's transcendent for them to feel that pain. It lets something out and allows them to overcome something that's some emotional knot inside of them. And I prescribe that all the time to people who feel bad when they're in pain. But you are you're on the other side of the fence. Playing games is actually your form of cutting. Playing Baldur's Gate is like dragging a razor blade across your forearms or your inner thighs. So what I'm going to give you tonight, tomorrow with your day off, you'll be overcome with shame. Like a naked pink pig, you'll be snorting around your place of living, your apartment, and you'll be like, where do I go? What do I do? I'm so naked, the wind is so cold. And I want you at that point to make it even worse. I want you to log into Baldur's Gate. You take your level 4 blood shaman.
Level 1 cleric rogue. My name is Ghost.
Ghost.
I just befriended a brain that I exquisitely extracted from some sort of humanoid, and he's going to take me to the center of the Nautilus. I'm sorry.
Listen, tomorrow, I want you to do exactly that. Namaste, okay? I want you to do exactly that. I want you to sit with the pain of Baldur's Gate. Sit with the pain with the Nautilus. Sit with the pain of your 11-1 cleric rogue. And realize this shame. This is what that next level feels like. All right? And I'm so excited for your future, both near and long-term future, Windbag, because we all know you to be so powerful. But in tilling this soil in which you are not powerful will only make you even more powerful, Windbag.
As just sort of a message to the wise and to the ignorant, if you have any sense and you're hearing my voice now, just know from someone just like you can feel the same kind of release and improvement and advancement that I feel now. Please throw a follow if you haven't. Give a sub. This man, this being, Leslie Tanner. I thought you were a fraud. I thought you were a loser. I thought that everything that you did was a lie, a joke, and some sort of malevolent, malicious, predatory thing. And I'm so glad that I don't think that anymore. And I'm happy to listen, because you've helped me understand what that truly means.
I cherish you. I cherish all that you give us.
Namaste. As much as you give me, I'll cherish you.
Absolutely, namaste. I mean, this has been an amazing conversation. Again, you've been very brave tonight. You've really stepped up to the plate, and we've all watched in real time you sort of molt. The old artifice is gone, and you can't get it back. That's the problem. You can't get it back, and you know it on some level. You're terrified. You're going to cry tonight. You're going to overeat. You're going to play Baldur's Gate. You're going to play with yourself, and you're going to cry again. But after that, you will be such a gorgeous butterfly, powerful, lifting 4 times, 5 times the weight that you could before, and it's already one of the most impressive things to watch you stream. And so, listen, I want to thank you for coming on the program tonight.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you so much. So let's do a quick. If there's a mod, can we shout out Windbag just in case there's some random degenerate who's wandered into this stream, unsure of what they're watching, unaware of the gift that they are receiving, and seeing this man on screen. Can we please shout out Windbag? Please shout out the Windbag. Namaste.
Leslie, would you let anybody who isn't already following Friday Night Forking with the Windbag, would you let them know that if they do come and see the show and throw me a follow, the first fork is free?
The first fork is free. Can you imagine more generosity than that? The first fork is free. Follow this. And when's the next time you're going to be streaming?
Monday. We stream Monday through Thursday, bringing you Friday nights every night of the week.
Namaste. Well, I love that, and I'm looking forward already to your next stream.
I turned alerts off. I'm so sorry. I swear I did. I swear I did. Thank you.
You're so popular. You're so popular. No, namaste. This is fantastic. Well, Windbag, I want to thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of the program tonight. Thank you for being so generous with yourself, your spirit, your mind, your body tonight. I want to say namaste to you.
Namaste to you. Thank you for all you do on Twitch. There is no one like you, and I love you very much.
I love you too, Windbag. Namaste. We're going to take a quick little break. I'm going to piss. Where are my controls? I'm going to take a quick piss, and we'll open the lines back up to discuss no experts, no answers. No experts, no answers, not while we're alive. Not while we have a heartbeat in our chest. No experts, no answers. That and much more in just a moment. Allow this screen to recenter and refocus your mind's eye. Bless you. I'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program through which we explore the universe both inside and out to unlock and unleash the power within. We have a caller already. Let's get this caller on the channel. Caller, welcome to Explorations. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you?
My name is Jay, and I have called before.
Jay, it's wonderful to hear from you again. Jay, how are you tonight?
I'm good. You know, the program has really changed my life.
Really? Can you share with us? We got a lot of new people watching tonight. Can you give us some insight into what that means? What exactly do you mean changed your life?
I mean, when I first called, I was a pushover. I just wanted people to be happy and to give them whatever they wanted. And what I have really focused on since the first time that we have talked to you, is just manifesting the negative energy to other people. And it has really helped a lot.
Interesting. Okay, so when you say manifesting negative energy for others, can you give us an example of because that could mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Can you give us an example?
Yeah, so I watched this is not something I normally do, but I do like to support people and friends and my nephews and nieces. So I was at my
conversation now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was at my nephew's hockey game, and they're just little kids, but they suck at hockey, and yeah, it's rough, and I was just thinking, how much that I wanted them to suck and wanted them to just do bad, and it really helped me feel better about my life.
Listen, you cannot find a more distilled example of like a technique working here, a technique directly from the Explorations Handbook. Now, Jay, correct me if I'm wrong. When you called last time, we were kind of head towards the end of your phone call, and you said, I like to support people, I like to build people up. And you said it in such a way that was not accurate and made no sense, and I did not believe you in the slightest. And so I remember assigning you the homework. Namaste Doofus Dusseldorf, thank you for that subscription. The program works, fingers crossed, for Rising Star Award for Leslie. Namaste. Is that a thing? What is that? I don't know what that is. I should get it. Certainly don't know what that is, though. Love to learn. Love to learn stuff like that, though. If you could let me know, Doofus. Thank you so much. Now, Jay, though, when we wrapped up your call, I gave you the homework to, I don't know if you, no matter what you had to do, I wanted you to feel better about people than you're better. I want you to feel better than people that you are better than.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at these kids and I'm like, I barely know how to skate, but I can fucking do better than those kids.
Yeah.
I go to the grocery store. And these people are just fucking doing nothing. They don't know what they're getting. It's like, can you get out of here? Can you get out of here in 30 minutes? Can you not block the aisle because you want to have a conversation with your neighbor that you could have somewhere else?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Talk to me about that. Listen, are you a daytime grocery shopper?
I'm like a mid-afternoon grocery shopper. Because in the morning, I've noticed that people in the morning are there just to bother people. They have no life. They have nothing better to do than to get up at the ass crack of dawn and go to the grocery store and harass people with their own problems.
No, I knew this. I knew this was there. I knew there was a whole raging river of disdain and intolerance for other people. And I knew that tapping into that, instead of telling us a story about how much we like people, how much we enjoy people, how much we want to lift people up, especially when they're in vulnerable positions, what I knew underneath that was a raging rapid of intolerance, of anger, of borderline hatred for the weak. And watch you blossom, to watch you animate, your life force literally take shape in front of our eyes is an absolute gift and 100% what is possible here in the program.
I mean, the thing is, I do feel like generally, I want to be helpful, but the problem is there's a lot of assholes out there. There's a lot of shitty people. And that's contrary to what I have wanted to believe in the past. And that's why I have embraced the program.
Love that.
Because the program works.
Love that. Now, Jay, Jay, listen, let's say there's some new ears tonight, and they're excited. They're excited to go out there and maybe visit a playground or maybe watch special needs kids get on and off a bus, or maybe go visit a women's shelter, and just to feel better, stronger, more capable about themselves and their lives. What kind of advice would you give them if they're just getting started?
I would say that I would challenge your assumptions about people. I would say if you feel like people are decent, generally, consider that people are assholes. Consider that they're not good. Consider that this person, this kid that's, trying to raise money or doing something, like their intentions aren't benevolent.
I love
Just
that.
consider an alternative. Challenge your own preconceived notions.
Is there a more cruel thing to do than to deny others their capability, their propensity for violence, for vitriol, for anger, for malevolence? Whether it's someone in the most vulnerable position or someone in a position of absolute strength, they should not be denied that capability, because to do that is the opposite of empathy. It is dehumanizing them, making them an object so you can feel better and more secure about yourself. You're doing amazingly, Jay. I just want to tell you that. You're doing amazingly. Everybody could really take a page out of Jay's book tonight. And what's on the docket for tomorrow, Jay, as we wrap things up?
I am going where there is nobody tomorrow. There's a snowstorm, but I am going to go out in the woods and hang out with some birds and just to hell with people. And maybe I can find my own, sort of peace out there. And to hell with people. To hell with everybody.
Love that. Well, good luck on your sojourn tomorrow in the forest, and let us know how it goes, and thank you so much for taking the time to call in tonight.
I just really wanted to tell you and to everybody else that the program really does work, and how much it has, even in just a short time, a very short time, how much it has influenced me and changed my own perception about reality and what is possible.
Bless you, Jay. Bless you tonight. I think your words echo through the empty caverns of each of our minds this evening. A wonderful reminder, a surge of energy in you tonight. Bless you, Jay. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much.
He's not going to find any peace tomorrow. 100% true. He is going to go out in the woods looking for something that doesn't exist. He might as well be looking for a fucking Fabergé egg on the inside of an old bus on the side of some farm out in the middle of fucking nowhere. He is not going to find any sort of peace. But let's hope he doesn't find it, too. Just on the off chance I'm wrong, let's just hope he doesn't find it. Caller, one sec. My name is Leslie. Would you mind hold on just for 1 second? I have a couple announcements to make real fast. Okay, one moment. Now, during our talk with Windbag, there were a couple announcements that I wanted to announce really fast. I will put that, because somebody gave some subs, somebody gave some bits. I want to make sure that they get acknowledged and thanked. Now, let's see. We have Nindy New with a single bit. Phil Z with a 100-bit communal vision saying, I smell weakness, let's hump him. So, Phil Z sort of sexually aroused once again by a man, and that's wonderful. It's fantastic and exciting. It's just very new. That's why I provide that context. He's a married man to a woman, several kids in his family, just now discovering that he's gay. That's a very exciting time in his life. Namaste. Captain Spandex, this is inspiring. I too want to see others beneath me. It's all about positive affirmation. Captain Spandex, you said it perfectly, and there's not a better way to affirm yourself than to compare yourself to the weak, to the stupid, to the immoral, and to just the vulnerable in general. You should feel strong. You should feel good. And you do it in comparison to those that are worse than you. Now, Mother Nipplebottom, those 10 subs, that was extremely generous, Mother Nipplebottom. We have Jessica Bears, the 100 bits, saying, we love Leslie's brand. Namaste, we love Leslie's brand. I love my brand as well. I celebrate it. I celebrate my brand. Slarty Bart Fasty with 100 bits. I forgot about Side Host. So that references Windbag for completely forgetting about a different character, Side Host. So Phil Z declaring Windbag the Bon Jovi of Twitch with 100 bits. Thank you for those bits, Phil. And Stone Monster declaring the Windbag the Pearl Jam of Twitch. Or is that me? I don't know. Phil Z says, fuck this guy. I think in reference to the Windbag. Just kind of maybe alarmed at how sexually attracted he was to the Windbag at first, and then that sort of unconscious self-hate censorship came in and realized I can't let that out of the bushel basket quite yet. Night Year says 100 bits. The first time Leslie helped me with my issues, I sobbed the next day and slapped my engorged meat like Chris Brown slapped Rihanna. So that's domestic abuse. He did a fully illegal, violent, vicious act to his penis. So he pretended his penis was a woman, the face of a woman of color, and just did a lot of violence to it. And thank you for sharing. And now we've got it, and that was it. I just want to make sure those get acknowledged. I want to make sure everybody's contributions are acknowledged. They're going straight into the program. And speaking of acknowledging contributions, I want to acknowledge the community of Devoted Light, my moderators and my community of Devoted Light. I would be nowhere and lost without them. My moderators, hardest working moderators on twitch.tv. Namaste to you. All Bleach, great to see you in chat going crazy with those silly little banana emojis. I love those things. Where'd you find them? I can't get enough of those. I can just watch that shit circle around all night. But I'm not going to because I have a program to run, as you understand, all Bleach. And I also want to thank my community of Devoted Light at patreon.com, hosting an exclusive library of materials meant to augment and supplement the work that we do here, that tackle the topics that we cover here in much more detail, in much more profundity, a library of videos, music, and such things also that you can only access through patreon.com. So if you're ready for the final journey, if you're ready for that community of Devoted Light, type !final journey into the chat and you'll be prompted with instructions of how to access this library of materials. Namaste. Also, if you would like to write to me, Leslie Tanner, feel free to write to me right at this P.O. Box you see on the screen. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois, 60647. People write to me all the time. I get asked for advice. I get simple highs. I get gifts. I get invitations. I get coupons. Send me whatever you want at that mailbox, and I'll read it, open it, and we'll get started with some excitement on air, real time, twitch.tv. Now, enough with the announcements. Let's go ahead and get to our next caller. Very excited to speak to. Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there?
Hello?
Namaste, caller. Sorry to spring it on you. How you doing tonight?
Namaste. Thanks, Leslie.
Namaste. Bill. Is this Bill? Bill calling back?
Yep.
Well, great. Great to have you back on the program. That fighting spirit, getting back up out of the dirt after getting knocked down on that termination. Love to see that.
That's right. Well, I kind of understood. We had to have our meeting with the Windbag, which was very interesting.
It was, wasn't it? What were your thoughts about the meeting with Windbag?
Sorry, what?
What were your thoughts about the meeting that we had with Windbag?
I thought it was great that he was willing to open up so much about himself and share. That's really what it's all about.
Wasn't it
lifting
something
each other
special?
up.
You get a lot of these streamers that come in here and they don't even want to admit that they have an artifice, let alone deconstruct it in real time in order to till the soil of their spirit, the fetid, disgusting soil of their spirit, and allow their true power to come to the fore. You see a lot of calculators, you see a lot of brands, but not Windbag. Windbag stepped up, took the mask off, and went to work. And I was very inspired by that.
Absolutely. I think tilling the soil is a great analogy. You really have to break that thing up before you can make something grow.
Right? Don't you have to? Isn't destruction and creation sort of yin and yang? You can't have one without the other.
Absolutely.
Destruction
Trees
and
got to
creation.
burn for new life.
I feel like
Hello?
I had a
Hello?
stroke sometimes when I think about it.
Oh, okay, good. I thought you were in trouble for a minute there.
No, no trouble here. I'm in the studio. I'm as safe as can be. Now, Bill, tell me, Bill, we're talking. I want to take you right to task, right to task of the topic of the town tonight. We're talking about no experts, no answers. When I say those things to you, what comes to mind, Bill?
Well, I got to tell you, Leslie, it's absolutely true. There's no such thing as experts, not really.
No.
And they really don't have the answers that you think they do.
No, they don't. They don't. They like to think they do, don't they?
Yeah. The underlying problem, however, is that they're relying on their meat bag sensibilities, their flawed emotions, and their inability to string thoughts together from one moment to the next. And it's rife with errors and misjudgment.
Rife with errors and misjudgments. So if this expert comes up to you in your life claiming to have, an insight, a path, a set of facts, or even God forbid, a framework for reality, they come up to you rife with these flaws, rife with these miscalculations. I mean, what do you do in that situation? Can you remember a time where you were presented with such a thing?
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, just this week, I have a great example of that. Just a few nights ago, I was interrupted in the middle of the night by knocking on my door. It turned out it was the local sheriff's department. Now,
here we go.
These detectives, these so-called experts who think they have all the answers, they said that they had 5 witnesses at a local bar who saw someone who looked like me walking away with a young woman who apparently has gone missing. And I can't tell you how ridiculous this is.
100% ridiculous.
You know what I told that guy? I looked at that officer of the law and I said, okay, you got these experts. Okay. So let me ask you a question. Who are these expert people recognizers? We're at this bar in the parking lot where it's really dark. How are you going to know who I am or who this woman is? Absolutely ridiculous.
And did you know this woman that supposedly went missing?
Oh, no, I have no idea who she is. Never seen her before in my life.
So, and were you even at this bar that they were talking about?
No, I was actually mid-exploration.
Well, listen, they come knocking at your door. You send them to me. All right? You send them to me. You give them my number, 708-240-8953. I will gladly testify under oath that you were here at Explorations, not doing footsie with some floozy at a random bar and then just disappearing her, certainly. So I'd be happy to do that for you.
Namaste. The program works. The program works. Thank you, Guru. Truth always wins.
Nindi knew with a communal vision. Hey, Bill, would you let me take a quick look at your phone's cell tower data? Thanks.
Sure, Nindi. We can make that happen.
Open book, wide open book. Doesn't even care. Doesn't give a care about that at all. We'll do that and agrees to do that. So listen, Bill, to think that you were not only visited, not only engaged, but in my opinion, you were accosted by these experts.
Absolutely. It was a complete invasion of my privacy.
And looking to ruin your life, to confine your freedom, to keep you from explorations every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time.
That's right. Listen, anyone who says that they're an expert tries to tell you how you should live your life. You're just following someone else's idea of what's right and what's true. these people don't know anything about what's good for you than you do. That's how I look at it.
I think that's a perfect way to look at it. I think it's a perfect way because they're ultimately, when I hear someone say I'm an expert, and this will be the last thing I say about this right at this moment, but when I hear someone say I'm an expert, I look at them in the eyes, and I see a child reading themselves a bedtime story. A story about themselves and where they are in the world and what's possible, and they're doing it to soothe such a basic, shallow, existential fear that they can barely see past the length of their penis. So yeah, no, I don't respect them, and I'm glad. I'm happy that you stood up to them, and I appreciate you being so generous with yourself tonight.
Oh, of course.
Communal Vision from Phil Z. Bill sounds like a giant squid that eats actors from Fast and the Furious. Is that? I have no idea what he's talking about. Is that a thing from that movie?
I have no idea, but I think the opportunity to be a giant squid would be exquisite. I would love to try that.
Honestly, that would be awesome to fully experience the metaphysics of being a squid.
Mm-hmm. Just controlling all those limbs at once.
That would be sick. Well, that sounds like a great place to put a cap on it. Bill, is there anything else that you'd like to share with the audience tonight before we move on?
I just want to say that I love everybody in our little group, and well, thank you all for coming every night.
Absolutely, Bill. I want to thank you for calling up that second time, making sure you get back on the horse and get on that horn.
I had to be heard. Yep.
You did. Namaste to you, Bill. You have a wonderful night.
Namaste, you too.
Namaste. And already a call. Fantastic. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner. What is something I can call you tonight?
Well, I think I'm going to need to anonymize myself, and you'll understand momentarily. I recognize that last caller.
Did you say you recognize the last caller?
Yeah, I know him. I know that bar he was at, and he knows that girl.
Okay, so are you one of the experts that visited him at his house?
No, I'm just the guy that hangs out at the bar. And yeah, you know why he called back, right?
Because he's a very committed member of this group in the program.
No, he wanted to talk about it.
What's something that I can call you? I need a name. You've been terminated.
Well, Mr. L.
No, yep. Well, you've been terminated, Mr. L. Mr. L. Just lost. Got fucking slam dunked by Larry Picklejar. Thank you for the bits, Larry. Appreciate it. Namaste. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
It's Wiki Wiva.
Holy freaking moly. Wiki Wiva, welcome back to the program, Wiki. How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm having a good one there, Coach. I have me an apple pie, and I have me a glass of milk.
Wonderful. Apple pie and a glass of milk. Is the milk cold or warm?
Oh, super cold. I gotta have ice cold milk when I drink it with apple pie. That's the only way to do it, boss.
Ice cold milk. I love that. And I would imagine that makes a nice little mushy soup of sweet and creamy in your mouth before it goes down the gullet.
Oh, it's like a wonderful experience. It's like a creamy apple-y sauce, and you chew it up and drink it down. It makes you feel good all over. Especially on these these long winter nights when the storms are coming through and you start to feel a little bit sad. You need a little pick-me-up.
You do, don't you? it could be very useful to have a roster of pick-me-ups when things get a little depressing outside, as they are right now.
Yeah, they talk about the snow coming everywhere. It's gonna be like an ice age or something coming up around here.
a whole ice age.
Yeah, that's the way they talk on the news. Everybody get ready. Go out and get your bread and milk and a quart of milk, a stick of butter, and a loaf of bread. Because if you don't have those things, you're going to be in big trouble.
See,
I don't know, but they hyping it up.
I feel like people like to hype shit up. And I think if there was like a special alert system for the homeless and elderly, I think, yeah, it's probably that this is going to fucking suck for them, you know? But for everybody else, it's just like, this is normal, you know, and they like to hype.
It's a big hype train full of weathermen, and they getting all the good juice right now. Them boys are standing in front of them teleprompters. They just forecasting all kind of craziness.
All kinds of craziness. I think you said it right there. I think you know, you have these. As somebody said in the chat just a moment ago, these. Phantom Zork said these weather experts, these experts of the weather, which is a joke on its face, coming in and trying to alert everybody, sell everybody a bushel basket full of doo-doo, as far as I'm concerned. And it takes a sharp mind like you and me to be able to see through that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a real bit of hype train for them. It's like you see on the Twitch, the hype train come by and they get their moment in the sun. Because usually, the weathermen on the TV show, you see them come on and they're on for 5 minutes. Hey, it's going to be warm, a little breezy, put on your jacket, and they go out and have your good time, you know. And now is the time for them to shine. And they really want to pump up this weather storm. So they're on there for like 30 minutes. They come in for super jumps. They jump cut to them. What gonna happen, Billy? It's gonna be a big storm. 4 feet. Get your bread. Get your milk. Everybody run. Run to the store right now. And then they shine and you can see the smile on their little expert faces. They're all excited about this sad time for everybody else because they're gonna be stuck in the damn house. But they finally got their moment to shine. When the shit goes down, the weathermen ready to roll.
I think you said it perfectly. Again, you're batting 1,000 tonight, Wiki. I think that the insight you have into the soft, weak, and pathetic minds of experts everywhere really resonates with the experience of, I would say, 100% of the people in the chat. They do it to not only, you know, as I brought up before, a lot of experts will tell themselves a story about, you know, how smart and in control they are, and they do it to sort of nurse their own wounds of being, you know, of fear, of loneliness, of, you know, being in a universe that can't be controlled. They feel afraid. But then also, as you just brought up, which is, I think, is a fantastic point, and another absolute red flag, telltale sign of a stupid pervert expert is this titillation, the self-titillation you brought up. I think that's a really interesting, that they love to watch you scatter. They love to affect you so they can feel powerful, and then it feels good to them. Their nipples probably get a little hard.
Oh, they having that big old time. That spotlight on them. Janice is like, oh, we're going to Billy with the weather. It's getting bad. And you can see the shine on Billy's face. He's in glory land. He's in this glory land. He's looking around the stadium like everybody looking at him for all the answers. Here come the snow. It's going to hit you real hard. The streets are going to be wet. Don't go nowhere. Save your kids. Save your pets. Stay in the house.
Yeah, and as Mish just said in chat, they're sick in the head.
Yeah, it's like it's all about them.
And then tell me, Wiki. So you got an expert in your ear yelling a bunch of hyped up hoo-ha at you. How is Wiki gonna react to that situation then? Can you let us know what's the next couple days or the next week have in store for Wiki Weather?
Well, the next couple of weeks, I don't give a damn what the weather would do. The program's taught me, you got to be strong. You can't be a little bitch. If a weather storm's coming, Fuck it, bring the snow on. Sometimes you gotta plow through that shit. Sometimes you just gotta get out your chainsaw and make a damn snow angel. You make that a day of you. You don't make the weatherman make you stay inside, run from things. Those little bitches, I mean, what are they telling us? Bring it on, bring your snow.
It's snow. Oh no, it's water in a different form. Oh, and again, if you're homeless or you're elderly and you're poor, you are fucked in situations like this. So what I'm going to say, I don't include them. Now I'm going to say communal vision from Wet Weasels. When you think about, what even is weather? I'm going to throw that to you, Wiki. What do you think about that question? When you think about what is weather?
Weather is a moment in time, and moments in time come and go all throughout our universe. And through the program, I understand it's just a moment. You have to let the weather come through. If it's stormy, it be sunny. Sometimes it be tornado-y. Sometimes it be hurricane-y. You can't let that affect you. That's just outside occurrences, and you can't let those things affect the inside. I mean, you have to go and struggle on. We're gonna struggle. If we have to struggle to get that bread, I'm gonna get on my four-wheeler. I'm gonna get up there and get some damn bread. And you better be there to serve me the bread. If the weatherman scared you away from your job, you're a bitch. That's all I can say. You're a bitch.
I love it. Leave it right there. There's no way I could have said it better than that. Gorgeous stuff, Wiki. Really, absolutely hitting it out of the park tonight for everyone. Listen, before we wrap things up, as always, those of you that aren't familiar with WikiWiva, Wiki is a extremely accomplished, very prolific singer, songwriter, musician, producer, band leader. The list goes on. Extremely talented artist, and so what I do at the end of our calls is, as we all celebrate WikiWiva as one of the most important members of this community, we always ask them for a song. Now, Wiki, I don't mean to put you on the spot again, and if you're tired, you don't have one in your mind, don't even worry about it. You don't have to sing a song. But on the off chance you do have some energy and you're thinking of one, could you sing us a song tonight? Do we got a song in our stocking for the evening?
Oh, sure, I could do one for my community. I can't wait for it to be in the compound. I got a song called, and you know what? It's double buzz up to the weatherman. This song is called Outside.
Outside. Okay, wonderful. Can't wait. So this is Outside by WikiWiva. Wiki, whenever you're ready, the stage is yours. The music is muted on my side.
All right. It starts off a one, 2, 3. Bow, wow, 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 bow, wow, 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 oh, no, 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 dooka, 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 no, 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 wow, no, 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 wow, no, 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 wow, no, 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 wow, no, 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 do, 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 wow, no, 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 chicka, 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 wow, no, no. Box of wine and cigarettes remind me of the love we had. Awake with whites and moonshine, help me catch my breath in the motel. Straight wines and blurry dreams make me think of your body. Cheap drugs and sex films only make me want you more. I'm outside, a little later than you wanted, but I'm ready to go. Oh, I'm outside, waiting at your window like you told me to. Yes, I'm outside, we just can't seem to let you go. Yeah, I'm outside, so many deep graves, I'm hanging onto your tombstone. Wow. Yeah, I'm outside. A little crazy and I'm waiting for you. Wow, wooka, wooka, wow, 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 wooka, wooka, wow, 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 wow. And that's a first bus of that one.
Wow, wow, wow. Certainly of the moment, of the zeitgeist right now. I could feel the energy that you were not only remarking on, but also tapping into. That sort of, the way that a very seasoned artist can only do. They can both, embody the energy that is coursing around them while still maintaining that sort of objective distance, arm's length away from it. Your sense of self, as well as your artistry, are truly astounding every time we get to hear from you, Wiki.
Oh no, that's not a problem. I love my community. I love you, Guru. You trained me up in the ways, and I'm getting there. I'm on the path. Everybody needs to take that next step, and just join that program and get in there and get strong.
I'll leave you with this. Wiki. We just got a communal vision from Slarty Bart Fasty saying, that was badass. So that one's for you, Wiki. If you ever have any worries about whether you're up to something that's badass, you go ahead and put that fear to sleep, all right? Because you heard it directly from Slarty Bart Fasty tonight.
Oh, that was too kind. That's too kind of you, Slarty. You're one of the good ones, bro. And you know what? I love you guys, and you have a namaste, and fuck the snow.
Fuck
Live
the
your
snow.
lives, bitches. Let's go. Rock
Fuck
and
the
roll.
snow, namaste, Wiki. Wow, wonderful to speak to Wiki at length, and also hear another song from Wiki. Always a lucky night when we can hear from Wiki. Don't listen to the weather people. Do whatever you want. You know what? Fuck it. Even if you're homeless or old, just do whatever you want. Don't listen to these fucking psychos. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, best friend Leslie. It's best friend Toaster. How
Best
you
friend
doing?
Toaster. How you doing tonight, Toasty?
Hey, so pretty late call from Toaster today, huh? I'm calling in pretty late in the show.
And you've been terminated. Namaste.
Okay.
It was a pretty late call to answer that question, though. Seventh Dragon Ball, thank you so much for the bits. I really appreciate that. And thank you for letting your voice be heard. 708-240-8953. This is a late night call for Toaster. I would have expected Toaster earlier in the evening. But caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, this is Skevin.
Skevin, and welcome back to the program, Skevin. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Doing fantastically. Spring Clean, namaste. Thank you for that sub. Sneaking that little Prime sub in. I don't know why the alert didn't go off, but I appreciate you, and I say namaste to you. Bless you tonight. Have the alerts not been going off all night? God damn it.
If it's not your camera, it's the alerts, right?
What was that?
If it's not your camera, it's the alerts, right?
It's one damn thing or the other. That's certainly true. Now, Skevin, enough, playing games with that. Spring Clean, thank you again for the bits. I really appreciate that. But Skevin, I'd like to focus on you right now. Skevin, our theme tonight, as you have seen several times on the screen, is no experts, no answers. Foundational concept here. But I don't think I've discussed this specifically with you. Can you take me inside what you think when I say that?
So what would be a good way to put this? So being a passive aggressive individual myself, I don't like being told what to do, right? I'm my own person. I don't need to listen to any of other people's shit. It's my life and I'll do with it what I want, right?
Very cool. First of all, very cool. Very awesome.
Yeah.
You're cool.
Yeah. So, one of the places that I really detest is IKEA. You been in IKEA?
I have indeed.
Yeah. So I don't know if you ever put together IKEA furniture, but it is the absolute worst. The first thing that I do whenever I get that furniture is I throw out whatever instructions come with it, because I'm not about to have some Swedish prick tell me exactly how I'm supposed to put my furniture together. If I want to fuck it up, I will fuck up my furniture. You don't need anybody
100%.
telling me what to do.
100%. And not only are we getting, see, now I love this. Just an example of what I love about how cool of what it is, what you're saying. First of all, you're like, I don't want to listen to anybody that gives me any kind of direction. Then I'm hearing from you, you're taking that and you're resenting a whole ethnicity. I love that.
Yeah.
Finding a way to just direct intolerance in your heart. I celebrate that, and I say namaste to you. So tell me more. Tell me more about the Swedes and this directions and whatnot.
Yeah, well, I mean, just screw them all together. And the French, too, pretty much, they're the worst. Pretty much anybody that's not me can, go bite the dust. I mean, honestly, besides you, as everybody's guru, but everybody else, they can basically probably just piss off, because I don't care what they have to say. And they probably don't have anything that's going to benefit me in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, so I like that. Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if you remember, I'm the one that likes to have them come down and have the visual of Christmas, but then take it away from them.
Oh, yeah. I remember this. And you include your children in this, that you kind of resent them.
Yeah, those little shits don't know what they're talking about. And most of them, they end up picking up the same stuff from their dad. So whenever I talk to them and I tell them something, they basically kind of blow me off, So those little pricks just need to make their own way in life. You know what I mean? If my little kid comes up, 5, 6 years old, hey, Daddy, I want some eggs. I'm like, go fix it yourself, you little shit. You know what I mean? You got to learn to do it. Someone's got to teach these kids their hands have been held for way too long. I'm telling you. When I got this little 3-year-old or something that's telling me to come over because they got some dirty diaper, listen, I'm not always going to be there to change your diaper. You need to go over there and take a shit somewhere else. Get it out of my face. You know what I mean?
100%. I think this vitriol towards Europe and Europeans as well as your children, I think this has been a very productive conversation so far. I say, and Mr. Defoe with the bits, bless you, Mr. Defoe. Let's see what he's got to say. Caller uses the sovereign citizen excuse when he gets audited by the IRS. Now, is this true? Is this something that's true about you? Do you use the legal the legal defense of sovereignty as a citizen?
No. I mean, you have to pay taxes for them to be able to come and audit you. I've just never paid taxes. Screw that. I don't need the government telling me what to do. They can all just go screw themselves.
Larry Picklejar with the Communal Vision. Caller, what are your opinions on NATO?
It should be NATO. They shouldn't even be in NATO. I don't understand. This whole NATO thing, UN thing, yeah. I mean, the whole United States thing, I don't know. It's all, they all don't know what they're talking about. They should all just fuck off.
Yep, so NATO should be NATO. So the North Atlantic Treaty Organization should be like not operating today or, and then
let's look at it this way. Let's look at it this way. For NATO, if you are a member of NATO and one of those countries get called into a war, every single country that's within NATO gets pulled into that war. Listen, as a former service member myself, the last thing I want to do is have to send my ass back overseas and have to fight some shitty-ass war someplace I don't want to be at.
Wonderful. Love that. And using the status as a veteran as well. Namaste. Captain Spandex, can Skevin please finally put Canada in their place? So we have a request for a war. Is that something that you can do?
Yeah, Canada can fuck off, eh?
Nice. I love that. I love this ethnic vitriol out of you tonight. I really appreciate it. And I thank you for being so brave about it.
The only thing good that's come out of Canada is
say it. What is
it? Is maple donuts. That's it.
Did they make that?
Yeah.
Larry Picklejar with a communal vision. I can't wait to read this perspective. Larry Picklejar says, the best part of being a soldier is choosing the wars you want to fight and also terrorizing your children. So, would you agree there, or would you push back on any of those points?
No, I think that's 100% correct. I mean, when you go over there, it's almost like Liam Neeson, right? When you end up going over there, you come back and you pick up a certain set of skills that not everybody has, and you have to use those skills on somebody. Who better than your kids? They're not going to do anything about it.
Yeah, exactly. They're weak and stupid.
That's right.
Yep, I love this. I love this energy that you're bringing tonight. I love this sort of this angst, this anger, this resentment, and also as a veteran, you're a loose cannon out there. Lord knows what you're about to do. So I really appreciate that chaos as well. That sort of mental illness vibe that you really bring to the situation. Communal vision from Larry Picklejar. Can you say, I have a certain set of skills?
I have a certain set of skills.
Perfect. Let's call it. Let's call it right there. Perfect way to end the call. Yeah. I really appreciate you calling up, Skevin.
Hey, namaste.
Namaste. Oh, it's terminated. Larry Picklejar also felt it. Larry, I also felt it. We're both feeling it. We're both feeling that wavelength. That energy between us is undeniable. Undeniable between you and I. We just linked up, synchronicity style. Namaste. Somebody asked a little bit ago, how do I call in? Simply pick up the phone and dial in those numbers, 708-240-8953. Speak directly to me, Leslie Tanner, and I can help you transform your life through the majesty of this program. Simple. Could not be more simple than it is. 4 basic tenets to the program. Relax, question, express, and explore. You can find those in the channel points. Somebody go ahead and hit relax for me. Relaxing is the first tenet because unfortunately we can't do anything if we don't relax. Now, relaxing sucks. It sucks so bad and it hurts, and it should also hurt. It should hurt. It should not feel good. If you're doing something and it feels good, guess what? You're not relaxing. You're weak and afraid and stupid. But if you're doing something that hurts, that means you're relaxing. Next thing is the question. 1 second, caller. I just got to wrap this up real fast, okay? I'm on a tear right now. 1 moment. Now, question is the second thing that we do. After we relax, we'll find that we are in pain. We'll find certain joys along the way. We will find certain facts and feelings flooding our mind and heart. So what at that point we do is we question them. Are they ours? Are they somebody else's? If they're somebody else's, do we want to keep them? If they're ours, do we want to deal with how monstrous or silly we are? Or nextly, after we question these things about the world inside and outside of us, then we are forced to express. My favorite step. Larry, I'm not stopping. You think you're terminating Leslie Tanner? You got a whole thing coming. You got a whole goddamn thing coming, Larry. If you need somebody to sit you down like a little toddler and give you a spank on your dupes, then yeah, in your right place. If you think you're going to terminate Leslie Tanner, the guru of explorations, then I will smack the shit out of you. I will leave your butt so raw, it'll hurt so much. It'll hurt so much. Namaste. Mega Gulp, thank you so much for that subscription. Bless you. A tier 3 of all tiers. A tier 3. Namaste. Larry Picklejar, you aren't even close. I'm not even close to done. I'm not even close to being done, Larry Picklejar, with the explanation of the program. There's a lot of new people filing in, and they need to know exactly what it is we do here and how we do it. 4th tenet, after we express ourselves and find that it is worthless, we are worthless, existing is without resolve and it has no point, then at that point we can graduate to explore. Somebody go ahead and explore. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Call me Al Clutch. Now, explore, as we explore this universe, we will be able to do anything that, and we have a psychic emergence. It's muted. Hold on, I'll do it again. And caller, you bailed. Caller, I know who it was, and I know you can hear me right now, and you bailed. It was PNAS is muted. Thanks, dog. Oh boy. All right, let's. Mystery Vomit, namaste. I'm gonna Crux Gaming. I'm gonna get you your. Hello, Mish. That's my temporary roommate, Mish. Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
You can tell me maybe I wouldn't bail if your show wasn't such a shit show tonight. I know that's a long name, so maybe you just might call me Larry.
So this is the Larry Pickle Jar. You're like, is it? Are you saying that
No.
this is the official Larry Pickle Jar?
This is the official, unofficial Larry character.
This is the officially the unofficial Larry Pickle Jar character. Larry,
So like, it could be Wiki, it could be Toaster, it could be lots of people. You just have to trust that it's Larry.
Right. Well, you do have not that unique of a voice, so it could be either of those.
Yes, that's true.
Now, hold on. I'm going to test the psychic emergency thing.
All right, do your penis thing.
Just because somebody's got to get their. Hold on. Where is it? Why isn't it coming up anyway?
I don't know. Your shit
The National Alert System, also known as PNAS.
Oh, here we go.
We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Estudiando_Ajedrez to issue a psychic emergency. Sorry for the inconvenience, but we have to say that our keyboards are slipping GGG. Repeat. Sorry for the inconvenience, but we have to say that our keyboards are slipping GGG. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
That was for Crux Gaming. Thank you so much for your patience, but I'm not going to apologize to you for anything. Now, Larry Pickle Jar, we have you on the phone. Some people in the community's hero, some people's villain. How do you feel about the various opinions about you in the community?
I mean, none of this matters, so it's not like my opinion would matter either way. It's all just fun and silliness, right, people?
Not to everyone, Larry.
Not to everyone. All right.
Some people
Choose the chat if this is important to you.
Some people take this very seriously, Larry.
That's true. All right. You know what? I need to take it seriously, too. How are you doing, Guru? You've had a pretty fun night.
I'm doing wonderfully, Larry. This is a pretty fun night. It was fun to have Windbag on. How'd you feel about that meetup with Windbag that we had earlier?
I mean, Wingman is my favorite streamer. He, really tells it how it is. He dresses up in the gecko suit. He has all of that fun stuff going on.
Truly.
I'm a big fan, huge fan.
He looks great in the gecko suit. I think he's terrific at Fortnite. He does a lot of Fortnite, right? He's a Fortnite streamer?
Yeah, tons. Like he's one of the biggest gamers on is this YouTube or Twitch? Yeah. He's one of the biggest gamers on Twitch.
Yeah, this is Twitch, and he's very talented.
Yeah.
The call is echoing so bad. Hold on. Man, nothing works. I fixed it. Okay. Yeah. So.
I love when Windbag beat NES Tetris this past week. That was like a big deal on the news, right?
Oh yeah, news ate it right up. When Wingman starts playing Tetris, we're all going to be hearing about it the next day.
He broke Tetris. He was the first one to break Tetris. Wingman broke Tetris.
Congratulations, Wingman. Our congratulations from Explorations to Wingman. Namaste to you for your success.
Yes.
Now, Larry, I got to ask you. What's going on in Larry's world right now? We see you talk your shit. in the chat. We see you get underfoot and have fun and what have you. But what's going on in Larry's world in real life right now?
I mean, the hijinks this week have been the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas. Been here the whole week, walking the show, seeing what's next, what's coming up, watching people from Twitch get fired, all of the fun stuff.
Lots of people laid off from Twitch.
Yeah.
They're getting it sounds like they're getting shellacked.
I mean, DJ Clancy got to bring that hammer down.
DJ Clancy, it's his whole thing is that he's so nice.
Yeah, I mean, he does lots of streams with Twitch's favorite people, but in the end, he's got to fire some motherfuckers.
And he did. He absolutely did. Really cut the fat. I wonder how many.
25%.
I wonder how many. I wonder how many of those jobs though. Have you ever, Larry? Have you ever worked for a tech company?
Tech company? I mean, maybe.
Kinda, maybe.
Kinda, sorta, maybe.
I have a little bit of experience doing it, and let me tell you, so many of those jobs are so fucking worthless.
Yeah,
completely redundant, accomplish nothing.
But that's that's like every corporate entity. You're never going to reach 100% efficiency,
True.
No matter how many people you fire.
That's true. So do you think he was on level I would like to think that on some level he was excited to lay people off, but it felt good. Would you feel good laying people off, Larry?
I don't think so, but I mean, in all honesty, DJ Clancy, I don't think I could name the last CEO of Twitch, and I don't think he ever went on any stream with anyone. So, DJ Clancy, if you look up his history, he's got an interesting resume as far as, he invented a bunch of stuff. He's been part of a bunch of stuff. He's basically like one of those old tech hippies that kind of, the type of guy that founded the internet and stuff. So, he was probably forced into it by Andy Jassy, who, is basically a giant piece of shit. But, you got to do what you got to do.
True. It's so true. Now, this Consumer Electronics Show sounds not very exciting, Larry. I got to be honest with you.
It's not. It's trudge. It's basically just walking around a bunch of foreign companies, begging for business, saying, please buy this thing that, we've spent our lives building that is going to fail eventually.
And a communal vision from Stone Monster. Is Larry going to have time to watch the World Championship truck pulls in Iowa? He's the truck man, right?
You got me. I'm the truck man. That's my thing.
Are you going to be watching the World Championship truck pulls then?
Of course. I've got my Chevy F-150 lined up, my Ford Silverado. I got them all ready to go to just pull them trucks.
Are you a Chevy boy or a Ford boy?
I mean, if you're a real man, you're a Dodge man.
Dodge.
Yeah, if you got a Dodge, you got a big dick. That's the way Dodges work.
Do you have a big dick, Larry?
I got a big dick. I drive a big Dodge.
Big Dodge, big dick. And I'll bet the lady at home appreciates that.
Oh yeah. I got at least 2 kids. I've had sex at least 2 times.
At least 2 times.
Yeah.
At least full penetrative sex at least twice. Because there's proof of that in real life.
And my kids look very much like me, so I know that it was real stuff.
Yep, real. You produce virulent
yes,
spray.
I make jizz.
Congrats on that. Now, Larry, talk to me about experts. Now, you're at a trade show for your craft. You're trying to sell your wares, and talk to me about this relationship that you have with expertise in general, because I would imagine you have to traffic in this idea to sell whatever bullshit you're trying to sell. Am I wrong?
I mean, it is bullshit, but I'm not necessarily trying to sell something. I'm just trying to see what's out there. There was some interesting stuff at the show, for sure.
Yeah.
AI is big. Everyone's kind of heard about that. You've got, what else was a big trend? Smart home, that's a thing that keeps happening. They've got technologies like millimeter wave that's really going to change things, really going to make things better. You've got Qi 2, which is, magnetic charging. I think that's going to change a lot of things.
Yeah.
And then there was the booth that had the jerk-off machines. That was, that's going to change the world too. It's a Swedish company. It's a Swedish company that has patented technologies on jerk-off machines, where it actually
What's your stance on jerk-off machines? I want to pick your brain a little bit. Jerk-off machines, in the past they look hideous, but halfway through the 2010s, there were a handful of companies that I noticed that wisened up, and they said, "Hey, maybe let's make male sex toy jerk-off machines not look fucking gross and terrifying." But honestly, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I don't know. This feels like a lie. What's your stance?
I mean, we've all seen the exercise machine that has the female head that kind of bobs back and forth. That's supposed to act, but that's not technological. That's much more analog than something you would see at a trade show like this. So what they've done is they've created a technology which used to be referred to as teledodonics. And it was mainly geared towards the
Communal
ladies.
Vision from Stone Monster. 1 second. Communal Vision. I got a feeling Larry is looking for a AI sex robot. I mean, all tech turns to sex anyway. Is that true? Is there any truth to that statement?
I mean, people use a lot of tech for sex, but I don't know if it's originally meant for sex. That's kind of more a human thing than a tech thing. Teledildonics. Yeah, Mish, you got that right. Yeah. I mean, I passed by it. I didn't stop because when you go overseas, it's not as uncommon as it is in the U.S. And it was really kind of the only dildo shop, or I guess it wasn't really a dildo. It was more of a jerk-off machine
dildo.
at
What's
the
the
show.
opposite of a dildo? What's the word that would be the opposite?
It's a jerk-off machine. That's the opposite of a dildo.
Dildo. What's the opposite of dill? Maybe dill don't?
I don't.
Or I don't know. What's a spice that would balance dill in a dish?
What do I look like? A chef? I went to CES. Come on.
Maybe
tomatoes, tomato paste.
No, that's not it. That is not the right answer. Another communal vision.
Garlic.
Mr.
Garlic.
Caller is making me wish that his dad had met a jerk-off machine before he met his mother.
Yeah, some days I wish the same thing.
Curse your dad. Curse your dad for not just cranking it out. Listen,
how many future Larrys aren't going to be born because of this amazing jerk-off machine that was at CES this year?
That's true. There could be a whole Namaste Deflux Streams. Namaste and bless you. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the program. Bless you tonight. And thank you, Deflux Streams, for those 10 bits. Hit me with that dime. Really appreciate that. I like to imagine that dime was warm. I like you keep a warm bit of change in your pocket. Thigh warmth, the best warmth.
So, Mr.
Huh?
Sorry, Mr. Terrific 2 says China has blowjob machines. No kidding. Yeah, he's right. There's entire factories, lines of old ladies who are sitting there, demolding dildo machine, dildos. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Well, listen, I would love to get into Chinese masturbation with you because something tells me you got something cooking that you could share with us. But I'm we're gonna have to save that for next time, though.
All right.
Now, just out of curiosity, that was a prediction. Do you, in fact, have facts in your head about or involving Chinese masturbation?
mean, I don't think you create 1.5 billion people by masturbating. So, I mean, they're getting down. Chinese New Year's coming up, beginning of February. You got the biggest seasons for births in China is 9 months later. So, people are fucking. They're just not fucking enough. That's the problem. It's kind of like every, nation on earth that has some sort of prosperity. We need to fuck more. If there was one thing I would tell to everyone, it's make more babies and fuck.
Well, that's certain. I'm going to think about that. I'm going to think about that. I haven't had sex in years, nor will I.
You jerk off
soon,
a lot.
So.
You need a machine.
Yeah, I've been in and out of some machines. We can talk about that later. I'm not a huge fan of machines. I'm an old analog, old school guy. I use what's around. I don't like to involve a lot of things with apps and subscriptions and what have you. Any of those doodads. Now, before we go though, Larry,
don't you own a Patreon?
What?
Don't you own a Patreon that's literally a subscription site where people can pay you?
Yeah, but I don't jack off on it.
Not yet.
I'm open to it.
I mean, okay.
Do
they have a fourth, like a top tier, a very exclusive tier?
We are a finite amount of time from me showing Hog on the Patreon.
All right. Well, people pay up if you want to see some Leslie dick.
Namaste. Well, once that hits the presses, people are gonna freak out. People are gonna really, really go nuts for a little sight under the hood. I'm sure, but it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be sexual or inspiring. It's gonna be hideous.
It's gonna be very herpes ridden.
It's not herpes. Listen, I'm not gonna let you stay on here and slander. Listen, anything else?
Namaste.
Namaste. I'm not going to let him sit here and slander me and bring up those old rumors. I don't have herpes. It wasn't herpes. It was a bacterial infection. We have time for one more caller tonight. Hot and streamy rating with 50. Holy goddamn shit. Namaste and welcome to you, Raiders. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe both inside and out to unlock and unleash the true power that lies inside of you as we speak. Hot and streamy, how was the stream? Can you talk to me? Was it hot? Namaste. I was about to hit the thing and then you bailed, caller. You bailed. Namaste. Question is not working. Sociopathogen, namaste. Hey there, Saturn Tour. What's up, Saturn? Good to see you as well, Saturn. Good to see you, a very committed explorer in and of himself. Saturn Tour visiting us with and gracing us with his presence. Hot and streamy with us as well. Namaste. Leslie, as a girl's name says, I am the cum man. What a fun username. Unfortunately, they gave me a name, and I am the cum man was taken, so they just had to double up on a chick's name. Unfortunately, I couldn't be given the name I am the cum man. It certainly has a little rhythm to it. I am the cum man. It sounds maybe a little Rastafarian, a little reggae. I could imagine one of those pitched bowl. What's it? Welcome to the island. What's it called? What's the thing he called? It's called, steel drums. Defo, namaste to you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Bless you. Larry Picklejar hitting I am the cum man with that gifted sub. I am the cum man. You enjoy the tools and benefits therein that you have been granted. Bless you and namaste. Now, hot and streamy, I really appreciate you guys. Coming in hot, bringing that energy, bringing that presence, bringing that lust for the next level that we speak about so frequently here. And it is here, it is real, and it is within your grasp. Now that you are here at Explorations, I guarantee many things, but one other thing that I guarantee is that if you put this program in your heart, in your mind, you take it seriously on day one, I promise you will be absolutely floored by the results that you can get in your personal life, in your professional life, financially speaking. You can learn to control your emotions, increase your energy levels. Fuck different, at least. I won't say better, but fuck different. We can teach you shit. I can teach you shit. I can teach you how to masturbate differently. I can show you some tricks. I've been masturbating for quite a while, and ever since I started the program, I'm in my own little part of the program. It's called Alpha Sensuality. You for yourself. It means that you committed to a lifestyle of masturbation, self-love, and I don't like it. I really can't stand it. It hurts. I'm masturbating up to 15, 16 times a day. Namaste. And we've got a communal vision from Nindy New. I started this program 7 months ago, and I am now an expert at edging. Thank you, Guru. Namaste. Now, Nindy New is very good at masturbating not to completion. Very rigid, terse penis in Nindy New. He sends me pictures. Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
Hey, it's Toaster again. I'm calling back.
You're going to be, I think you're going to be our final caller for the evening. How you doing tonight? I'm so glad you called.
Hey, final caller of the evening. Hey.
Absolutely. Toasty, how are you?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Just kind of walking around right now. On a walk. I'm on a walk right now.
Okay, cool. Where are
Is
you
that
walking,
okay?
bud? Yeah, of course. I just didn't know if that was like the end of your sentence or if you had something else. Where are you walking? What kind of walk is this?
It's just I'm just walking around the neighborhood.
Walking around the neighborhood. And a communal vision from Jessica Bears. Toaster, who are you dating right now?
Oh, I'm so glad someone asked. Actually, okay, so I'll just get right into it. So a few weeks ago, I met who I truly believe is the love of my life.
So you met somebody who you are absolutely convinced that you have met. They're the love of your life.
I truly believe she is the one.
Talk to us about her. This is very exciting news. Talk to us. Who is this lovely lady?
Let me tell you how I met her. Would you like to hear that story?
Absolutely, and I'm not alone. I'm seeing people in the chat all express an excitement and eagerness to hear who is it, what's their deal, what's the story, how'd you guys meet? Talk to me about it. Go.
Oh, wonderful. Also, it's very windy out here. There was a tornado.
Bullshit, though. Cherish is saying that's bullshit. Didn't happen.
Cherish is like always hating on me. Every time I look at the comments, Cherish is like always hating on my ass. I don't get it. Like, why?
I don't know. Maybe there's just something about you.
Whatever, Cherish. Whatever. Anyway, so the way we met is now you're gonna laugh. Everyone's gonna laugh. Everyone's gonna call me an idiot. Everyone's gonna call me a loser.
Listen, don't do all this. Don't do the song and dance. Just tell us how it happened. I'm sure
Okay.
I'm sure it's normal and very valid. Whatever happened. Go ahead.
Also, I'm so sorry. Is it? Can you hear that wind? It is wind. It is so windy out here. I'm so sorry.
Windy, yeah, but we can hear you fine. You can't be best friends with everyone, Toaster. That's what Minion says.
It's my journey, my purpose, my trial in life to be best friends with everyone. I just want to make everyone happy. I just want everyone to be having a good time. But some people are harder than others. Like Cherish. But anyway.
Yeah, go. You continue though. I want to hear.
Yeah, let's get to the story of how I met the love of my life. And like I said, Y'all are gonna laugh. Y'all are gonna call me.
Stop this. Stop it. Just say it. Listen, I'm sure it was 100% normal and valid. You've come so far from your past exploits with, inanimate objects of all sorts and, video gaming. It was another weird chapter. You've come so far, and I'm sure it's going to be totally fine. Don't apologize anymore.
Okay, I won't apologize anymore. I'll get right into the story. So the story starts with me brewing some coffee.
Love coffee.
And so whatever, the coffee's brewing, whatever, just kind of doing some exercise and waiting for the coffee to finish. Jumping jacks, pull-ups. So, I got a pull-up bar. Just kind of getting active, staying active. Boom, coffee's done.
Keeping it tight. Nice. I love that.
Yeah. It's good. Exercise is so good for you. Everyone, don't forget to do your exercise. It's so good for you. Anyway, so the coffee finishes, and it's, it's hot coffee. When the coffee's ready, it's hot. And I just did a bunch of exercise. I'm sweaty. I want something cold. So I'm like, okay, it's hot coffee, whatever. I'm gonna, oh my God, that was a big gust of wind. I'm sorry. So anyway, I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, how do I make this coffee cold? I'm gonna get some ice cubes out of the freezer. So boom, open up the freezer, pull out the ice tray, and I look at the ice tray. I look into the ice tray, and this ice cube catches my eye. It just catches my eye, and I'm looking at this ice cube, and I'm like, holy shit. She's fucking gorgeous. And I pop her out of the ice cube, and I'm like holding her in my hand, and I'm like, hey, how you doing in there? Hey, what are you doing in there? And we start making small talk, and we're chatting it up, and things escalate. I don't want to get into detail, but things escalate, and we start kissing. I start kissing her, and I'm like smooching on her and stuff like that. And I notice I'm holding her in my hand, and I'm smooching on her. She's like melting, and I'm like, oh shit. And I put her back in the ice tray, and I put the ice tray back. I say goodbye, and that was that, right? I'm like, oh my God, I'm like glowing the whole day, for the rest of the day, thinking about seeing her again. But I drank my coffee hot. I figured whatever. It had cooling off to room temperature at that point. But anyway, yeah, sorry, I got a little involved there. But that's how we met. And then the next day, I visited her again, and ever since then we've just been like going on little daily dates.
We got a communal vision from Seventh Dragon Ball. This is David Letterman's top 10 list of things that never happened, says Seventh. So somebody's questioning the veracity of your story. I'm personally not, but there is a little scuttlebutt in the community.
Well, I know a lot of people are going to be asking, how did a loser like me get a hot catch like her? And that's probably going to be like something that happens throughout my life, but like whatever. That's kind of like a compliment at the same time, so I'm not even mad.
Listen, I'm really happy for you, man. That's great. I mean, you deserve to be happy, and you found someone that really makes you happy. I'm really, And a communal vision from Jessica Bears saying, Toaster, what's her name?
Here's the thing. She never told me her name. I still don't know her name.
Well, okay. That's that's something that's exciting. Every relationship is about getting to know each other and continually learning more about the other person. So, that's
Hey, I don't like asking people what their name is. I think they're either going to tell me their name, and if they don't, then I'm not going to ask for it. And she just never told me.
Are you gonna have sex with her?
Well, yeah. I don't need to know her name for that. And even, I mean,
know her name for
she'll,
at least a little bit, like one.
she's going to tell me if she wants
name
to.
or something that sounds like her first name.
If she wants me to know her name, she'll tell me her first name. Why should I have to ask?
I don't know, because don't you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know, but like, I want her to tell me on her own.
Yeah, okay. Well, Jessica says at this point she'll be offended if you ask. Well, listen, I'm personally really happy for you, Toaster. I think this is a really exciting development in your life. You deserve to be happy. You found somebody really special, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for the progress you've shown and continue to make within the program.
It's so cold and windy out here.
Are you with her right now? Is she with you?
No, I'm walking around outside. It's just really cold and windy.
Okay, well, is there anything else you'd like to share with the community tonight, Toaster? Because I love a little feel-good story at the end of a stream.
I just wanted to say that I think it's pretty cool that I can be a regular first caller of the day, and I can also be a final caller of the day. And I think it's really cool how I can do both of those things really well.
Well, that's awesome, man. That's really cool, and I'm really, I feel really good about where you are in life right now.
Like, that's a pretty dynamic skill that I have.
Yeah. So listen. Good luck. Keep us posted. All right.
Yeah, sorry about all the wind. It's just really windy and cold out here.
Oh no, it's all right. It's all right, man.
Okay.
Don't worry. Well, it was good to talk to you, best friend, Toaster.
All right. I'll let you go then.
All right then. Namaste.
All right. You have a good rest of the night.
You too, big dog.
Thank you. Thanks.
Namaste.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Can you say it? Say namaste.
I just want to get home. I just want to get home
Can you
safely.
Say namaste, please.
I'm just trying to get home. I've lost my way. There was tornado warnings. The wind is really picking up, actually. I just want to get home nice and safe.
Can you please just
That's
say
all.
namaste? I don't want to talk to you anymore right now. I want this conversation to end. I want you to say namaste.
I don't know if I really want to, actually.
Oh God, I'm not okay.
Yeah, you're gonna give up, aren't you? I win.
You've been terminated. Oh no. Namaste. Wow. Listen, ouch. Toaster's not doing good. We got to act this whole fucking thing out again. We got to do this whole relationship with an inanimate object thing again. He is not in control of his mind. If he wasn't so frail, both physically and spiritually, if he wasn't so frail, I'd really be worried about, his community in a physical sense. He's kind of got the makings of someone that had, a little Santa Claus, but with like a gun sort of situation. But not really. Luckily, we're rich in the aspect of not him being that way. So, CMR Brino 13, namaste and welcome to you guys. It's been another Explorations. Thank you so much. Those of you that are just joining us for the first time, or those of you that have been with us since the very beginning, I say namaste, a very warm namaste to you again. Thank you to everyone who's rated Angry Scar, Windbag, Hot and Streamy. There was two. I think there's one or two other ones that I'm forgetting right now, and I'm not sorry. I'm never going to apologize to you. And thank you for bringing your community here to the program. Fantastic stream tonight. We got to speak to Windbag. We got to cover so much ground, so much spiritual ground when really instill the lessons. Have you ever went outside and saw a dog taking a shit and it is sitting there staring at you and it is the most awkward thing in the world? That is what we just sat through. So Seventh Dragon Ball, sort of comparing old Toaster here to a dog taking a shit, a stranger dog. And I think that is really going to resonate with a lot of people tonight. That was we are in for some rough business with Toaster tonight. If anyone that knows anything about that young man, bless his heart though. Namaste. And guys, thank you so much for being with us for another Thursday exploration. I'm not going to say for sure that we're going to stream on Saturday, but probably join the Discord and get on Twitter and follow me on Twitter, and I'll let you know. I just always say that we're going to stream on Saturday, and sometimes it's kind of like my signature to just fucking not on a Saturday. So follow me, smash follow and all the shit. I'll let you know what's up very soon. Either way, we'll be back next week with our normal schedule. All the equipment's working up to snuff. Namaste. Namaste. If you'd like to reiterate, if you'd like to write the P.O. box, it's on the screen right there. Go ahead, write me a letter, send me a gift, ask me for advice right there. I'd love to open it, read it, explore it with you on air, live on twitch.tv. Also, if you are interested in taking your work here to the next level, at patreon.com, I am hosting a library of exclusive materials, videos you've never seen before, where I go in depth about topics covered here on the stream, but in extremely much more detail, much more profoundly. You'll never see these videos otherwise. Music downloads of all the music we use here on the channel. Namaste. Patreon.com. If you're ready for that, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link for more instructions into the chat right now. And I also want to thank my moderators and my members of the community devoted light. Everybody that follows me on Patreon, bless you. You're very special. We're going to go ahead and, who do I have? Oh yeah, we're rating Dane Cook. Let's go rate Dane Cook. Let's go really see what kind of weird vibe is happening over there. Last time we rated Dane Cook, it was fucking weird. It was not. It was chill, sort of, but it was like a burner that was just like bubbling something that shouldn't be bubbling. There's a weird, real weird sort of water, oil energy with whatever he thinks his life should be and whatever it is. And to watch him passively express that through the majesty of streaming is, Andy Milonok, that would have been probably more fun, but this is going to be fun in its own way. Because we could kind of just watch him, not think about what he wishes life was or something. I don't know what's going on over there. Or maybe he's more active now. I don't know. Last time we did it, there was fucking dead-ass silence. I don't even know if he knows what chat is. But let's go, guys. We'll be back maybe Saturday. Not going to say for sure. Definitely next week, Tuesday. Follow all the shit. New videos on patreon.com. Namaste, guys. I'll see you guys all very soon. I'm cherishing you. Bless you. I'll see you all very soon. Namaste.